Right, we are live, and hopefully all the buttons will be in the right place. Yeah, okay. I won't get into the subjects that I want to talk about just yet because very few people are watching at the moment. We're only half a minute in. We've got two watching. Yes, and I'm welcome. Peter B, hello to you. Thank you for joining. Yeah, and actually, I've got a bunch of things I want to speak about today. But hello. Got quite a lot. Oh, people are joining thick and fast. Actually, let me just adjust this. There we go. Just better get the top of my head in there. Yeah, I had my haircut today, so looking trim. Jacob Tube, love your face. Thank you very much, Jacob Tube. Can you make me moderator? Well, at the moment, I've got four at the moment, but so at the moment that'd be plenty. But I'll keep you in mind. Rented Ghosts 1975 is in house. Old Boggy or Papa Lazar. Actually, I think I'm going to be Papa Lazar today. I'm gonna retire Old Boggy for tonight. I'll be Papa Lazar. Well, I don't know. I might be Old Boggy later. Is your button broken? I don't know. No. I've got the buttons on the side here. What it was? Remember, I don't know if anybody was last time. I was having trouble with the, because the screen was over too far by about a millimeter, and I wasn't able to get all the buttons here to moderate to nominate people as moderators and time people out and all that shit. What it was because the screen ratio was buggered. Somehow I managed to hit the button. I don't know what I did, but it made it just a millimeter too small. So I done that, and it seems to be working now. So, but I've got one moderator in the house at the moment, so maybe some more will join, and if need be, I've got the access to the buttons. Let me see. The Sims Insider is here. Evening to you. Oh, Sweep Sings, greetings from Scotland. Good to see you. Yeah, actually, that's interesting. Sweep Sings. So you could say this is my Sooty and Sweep face as well as Papa Lazar and Old Boggy, Mad Maz, love the face paint. Thank you very much, Daniel. Oh, Daniel, I haven't heard from you for a while. It's evening to you, Paul Villis. Hello. Let's see, Jacob Tube. I go to your streams every day and watch all your vids. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I've been mostly doing some live stream recently. I've been taking a break for the moment for. So I'm reading and talking at the same time. Yeah, I've been doing mostly. I haven't been doing so many cookery ones recently. Just every now and again, I need a break. The Sims Insider is in Fulham. Rented Ghost Papa was a great character in League of Gentlemen. Yes, he was. I'll tell you, he was funny stuff. It's yeah. I mean, there was a lot of good characters in there. In actual fact, those two nutters who run the corner shop, and it's only for local people. I found myself saying that to people when I had a shop. So it was a local shop. Just a reminder to the Doubters, Series 2, Episode 5, Jeeves and Wooster. Watch it and you will understand. That's from Peter B. Absolutely. That's what I've been telling people all week. Watch Jeeves and Wooster, Season 2, Episode 5, and you'll see this exact design, as well as Papa Lazaru, as well. Sweep Sings, you're my wife now, Dave. Barry Bong is in the house. Daniel? Yeah, it says, where are the snowflakes? Absolutely. I tell you what, because the thing is, I don't want to go into the reason why. Well. I mean, regulars that I've been doing this because it's Halloween and reenacting the faces of Jeeves and Wooster's Old Boggy. But the reason why I've been doing it for several videos, I think this is like number 5 or number 6. video that I've been wearing this. There is a reason for it. And what I'll do, I will explain. It's just that I'm being pressured to explain it. And what I've been trying to explain to people is it's not like I don't like being told what to do. It's just that the people are demanding an explanation. And while I've been politely trying to explain that you, the viewers, do not dictate policy as to how the channel is run, you can make suggestions by all means. And quite a lot of the time I take them up and take those suggestions and follow them through. But because people demand an explanation, I just haven't given one, because of that reason. But I will in a couple of days because I'm good and ready by then. Okay, but because I mean, to tell you the truth, this is like number 5 or 6. I was only planning on doing one, actually, but it's because of all the hate and people demanding that I stop doing it. I just did some more because that's how it works. Because I mean, what I'll do, I'll elaborate this on a later video, but I really dislike the culture that we're in with the snowflakes, and especially goofs like that Trudeau guy. That French Canadian bloke. He did the opposite of what I'm doing. He did a out and out blackface 20 years ago, and he's on to, I'm very sorry, I was a bit of a dipshit. I didn't mean what I was doing. There's no place for this kind of behavior. Shut up and have some fucking self-respect. So I don't do that. I'm totally unapologetic because I'm celebrating the Halloween, and trying to explain this to the snowflakes and the millennials and the crybabies and the whinging bastards. You just cannot explain. They just got it in their head that it's something untoward, and also the amount of turncoats. I mean, there are people whose absence is very noticeable from these old boggy videos, ones that are regulars to the channel. It's very obviously that that they're just not around anymore. And also regulars who are on my side at the very beginning. They're chasing up the snowflakes, saying, just shut up, leave him to it. He's not doing anything wrong. All of a sudden, if they get a little bit of backlash, they change their minds. And I've seen them. They've jumped ship, and now they're attacking me. So is this gonna, and of course all the silliness about I should die in a house fire along with my family. These kind of comments, they don't make me back off. They make me do more of them. Okay, so anyway, so thank you to Daniel for that. Yeah, I mean, so those snowflakes. What I was figuring was keep on doing it till the snowflakes stop arriving. And stop complaining. Yeah, Capability Brown. Shout out to all the remainers. Absolutely. Everybody who stuck with the channel, thank you very much. And it's a shame that there was so many that stayed with the channel at the beginning. Think, yeah, good for you, Mark. A week later, they're on the other. They've jumped overboard, and they're leaving this, like rats off a boat. That they're jumping off. And it's not so bad that they go. It's just that they happen to be. Then they start attacking me for it. And they're doing the absolute opposite what they were anyway. But thank you to everybody who stayed. And there is a valid, because the thing is, I'm, of course, it's a Halloween. Anyway, I don't want to go to, I've explained more than I really should be. But I'm going to dedicate a video shortly, not on a live stream, but a pre-recorded one, and I'll explain what my motivations were. Barry Bong, if climate change means the planet will heat up, at least we'll eliminate the snowflakes. Absolutely, fuck them. Because that's the thing, I'm trying to show them, it's not the end of the world, just because these people don't seem to celebrate Halloween the same as everybody else. The Sims Insider, are you having vodka and Coke tonight? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I've got my pot noodle thing here. I've got my Co-op cola. I've got my vodka, shop brand, of course. I'll be getting into that in a moment. Ah, Nick Bates, 87. Hello to you. How long you been on for? 10 minutes, 27 seconds. There we are. I wasn't sure whether I was going to go live stream. It's actually, I wasn't actually going to go with the face paint today. Today was going to be the first one without, and then I was going to carry on as normal without. But it's because I've been dealing with some messages earlier about, like I say, these turncoats, these guys who are on my side and then deciding to attack me in the channel. So I thought, screw them. I'm going to do it one more time. Daniel, to hell with them, Mark. The witch mob against you was crazy. Absolutely. It was amazing, the amount of hate. I tell you what, it's funny because at the time, it's kind of awkward to deal with. You've got so many hate coming through and you just deal with it. Fuck off, go on. And then afterwards, while I'm at work or out and about, I'm thinking, do I need to put up with this shit? But then I'll tell you what, it was the positive comments that were coming through after the fact, during and after the fact, after the video was loaded. There's so many positive, saying, good on you, standing up to the snowflakes and the whinging fuckers and all this lot. And of course, talking to people I know as well as at work. They all seem to think, yeah, you're not doing anything wrong, So I thought, yeah, because it was good, and thank you to everybody who was sending the positive, because I mean, what I'm doing is not anything mean-spirited or wrong, or it's just the fact that people don't like it for no other reason is that it's trendy to jump on the bandwagon and hate something because everybody else is, Peter Jennings. Go to London to those protesters in blackface, show them a real man. Actually, I've not been keeping up with current events. I don't know what protesters, I would imagine the Brexit post protesters. We've even had them here on Milton Keynes, parking themselves outside the city centre, the shopping centre, with their ban Brexit signs. It's like, what the fuck, We had a vote. What do you want? Was this Russia? You don't, or Nazi Germany. You don't get to change it just because you don't agree with it. What next? I mean, if they had their way, everybody votes for a prime minister. I didn't like, I don't agree with that. Let's have another vote. No, fuck off. It doesn't work like that. Oh, here we go. Fucking Tippy Top. Hello, Mark. Is it true you almost went to prison for selling contaminated chicken to hospitals and schools? No, and that's not the correct. Every now and again, somebody like you will write that. And again, I'll explain. I tell you, it's got an itch on the side. I'll take my paint off. No, about 25 years ago, I worked with a guy with the same name as me. It happens, except for the middle initial. My middle initial was Andrew. His was J for whatever the fuck, right? But the first and last name were the same. And he was in the paper. I found it in the paper and I stuck it to our office wall to show everybody. Oh, look at this! I work with this guy. But no, it's not me. It's some other guy who happens to have the same name. And that happens quite often. You meet people who unrelated. You meet. If you work in various places, you meet people who have the same surname, even though they're not related. What is stranger is to have the surname and the Christian name. But it happened in this one case. Jack Scott, Mark, why do you have face paint on? Well, you may have. It is actually Halloween month, so this is a Halloween mask. Ah, good. Yep, Peter B's on the case. Thank you very much. What was that? Barry Bong. I missed the. Karen Marriott. Good to see you standing up for yourself. Watched the last live later, and couldn't believe the nasty comments. Absolutely, they were shocking. I mean, you know, the worst one I've had, I mean, I've had a lot of them saying, you know, personal derogatory stuff towards me. But what was really the most shocking one was when, I can't remember the guy's name. He said that he hopes that I die in a house fire along with my family. Who says that to a stranger? What the fuck? You know, I mean, disagree with somebody, of course, but for Christ's sake. But that's, you know, that's the kind of thing that you get. And of course, once I got that, you think I'm going to back off and say, oh, no, well, shit. They're getting a bit harsh for me now. I better just stop doing what I'm doing. No, then I did another one. I did another face paint video just to say, fuck you, you know. G White is in the house. Doom YZF, nice to watch you again. Oh, thank you for being here. Yeah, actually, this is an interesting one. Yeah, because I got a message early from Jack McGreedy. Jack McGreedy. It was yeah. I mean, I was quite surprised. I mean, because you've been a loyal fan of the show, and it was kind of disappointing to read your comments. I'll admit, you know. But that list of stuff that you wrote, the majority of it was wrong. I did not tell Joanna Butler to go fuck herself or fuck off or anything else. That was somebody else. Other people have been replying to her. I do appreciate the fact that she sent the badge, sent some postcards, sent some bits and pieces through the PO box, but I did write her a polite letter or comment saying there's method to my madness. I haven't lost my mind. Stick with me for the next couple of weeks, and all will be revealed. There you go. I could make it, you know, without giving away too much. I tried to explain to her, just stay with me. I haven't fucking lost my mind yet. And but you know, I was polite. But I also, I think in another message, I tried to make it clear that I cannot allow viewers to dictate policy. That is not how this works. See, at the end of the day, what's people don't seem to, damn, my nose is itching. It's got to be careful. What people don't seem to realize is, don't get me wrong, I mean, I appreciate everybody who sticks around with the channel, but this is my channel. I invite you in to watch whatever bullshit I happen to be doing that day. Live streams, cookery, feeding the ducks down the pond, anything else. I invite you in, and you are guests to my channel. You do not, you can make suggestions all you like, and like I say, you know, sometimes I will take them up and do those suggestions. But people seem to think that, I mean, they get pretty annoyed when I disregard their input. Not for any malice. It's just that you know, I'm not able to do it. I don't think it'll work. I don't feel like doing it. I did for a number of different reasons. But because people have been with the channel for a while, it does not give them any right to make policy. Anyway, but that's what I tried to put to her, and a few others as well. But yeah, I mean, it'd be great, you know, if you want to stick around, Jack. But yeah, it was just what was a shame for me to read was how you mid-sentence, you know, there was a dialogue between you and somebody else about 6 or 8 messages, and at the end of it, you changed sides. It seemed to me like you changed sides and you were saying derogatory stuff about me in the channel, which was totally, the opposite of what you were saying a few days ago. It just, it just seemed to be a shame at the time. I just wish that if somebody was to change, you can change sides all you want. I mean, anyone can do that. It's just, it's this flip flopping. Hello. Let's see. Jack Scott, bloody hell, the Mark's Remarks channel seems to be beefy. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Fredo Baggers, well done to the mods for deleting somebody's lies. I didn't see what lies they were, but yeah, no, it's good. What it was, I mean, yeah, because I got a few moderators on, and yeah, they're doing a good job. Let's see. Yeah, Milton Key. I can't believe it. They threatened you a house fire. That is out of line. These snowflakes are dangerous. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. Bless you and your family. Didn't know you have a family. Are you close? Are you close? Would love to hear more about them. No, nobody wants. I mean, I've asked, before, but it's actually very difficult. Family members or anybody else. I've asked other people I know. People just don't want to be on camera. I don't get it myself. It's not like they've got to do much. I mean, I'll carry the weight. All they got to do is there and chime in now and again. But yeah, it is difficult to find people on my wavelength, or even people who just want to, jump in. Okay, I watched you. Yeah, Doom YZF. I watched Jeeves and Wooster season 2, episode 5. It was class and really funny. Yeah, I tell you, I've watched all the episodes all the way through, and they're all funny. It's a bit of a shame about the last episode. That kind of, where they're running around the church. That seemed to be, Oh, English. Do the Joker face paint next. That'll trigger them. Yeah, there's been some. What it seems like is made up controversy that's been made up by the media and the people who have YouTube channels and they want clickbait and all this kind of stuff, saying how it's the new Joker film with Joaquin Phoenix is could trigger violence, could trigger a shootout and all this other shit. That'd be interesting actually to do that face. G. White. Joanna Butler seems to be a nice person indeed, but unfortunately she's a sheep to politically correctness. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people are, which is a shame. When you see, it's the mob mentality. I think it's the same thing. When see the way I see it. All right, you imagine if you're in the street and a riot breaks out for whatever reason. A riot breaks out the street. What's the safest thing you can do? Either you've got two choices. Either you start running around and say, right, oi, you stop it, right, pack it in, behave yourself. This is not right. You end up getting, you end up getting the sharp end of a kebab stick or something, right? Or you start saying, yeah, revolution, yeah, I'm with you guys, yeah, That's option 2 is the safest route. It's the same thing with the politically correctness. If you're like me and you stand up and say, no, screw you, this is not offensive, this is not hateful, this is not anything else that you're saying, then you're at the sharp end of the stick. But if you stand up and say, yeah, absolutely, fuck Mark, fuck everybody else, all the, you're all, you need to be taken down, all those, that's the safe place to be. And everybody will leave you. If you join the mob, they'll leave you alone. And unfortunately, that seems to be what a lot of people have joined, like say, join the politically correct movement, because it's safer. You join that. See, people like me very rarely send out hate to the snowflakes. Yeah, I might take the piss out of them. These silly fuckers, and they need put on an island. They need taken away, right? They need removing. But that's about the extent of it. Whereas the snowflakes, they send all kinds of heat, and nobody really wants to be on the receiving end of that, so they join them, and then it's the safer place to be for them. So G White, yeah, I understand, but I don't understand it, but unfortunately, that's where a lot of them seem to, I mean, these people who, last week were on my side, they get a little bit of flack. Now they've jumped ship. I've seen that a bunch. Frodo Baggins, Mark, I posted a link to your channel on one of the world's biggest English nationalist sites, Morgoth's review. See your sub count gone up a few hundred since then. Oh, I don't know. I haven't noticed a few hundred. Itching a bit. But thank you anyway. If anybody wants to put any of my videos onto Twitter, Facebook, all of those lot, by all means, please, you can help out the channel. That'd be great. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Peter B's erased somebody. Yeah, he says it's not. Oh, I've lost it. That they're not the user. Yeah, I've had a lot of people. What they're doing is they're they're duplicating people. People's channels, and writing stuff pretending to be somebody else. The lengths people go to. Absolutely, Peter B. We want great chat here tonight. No silly comments. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, if anybody, if people want to write, I mean, write what you want, I guess, but don't be too insulting. I mean, there's, I don't get paid enough to take that kind of abuse. But yeah, so we have it. Somebody, actually, I've got my book here from that. Last week, there were so many hateful comments coming through. I didn't have a chance to do the music review, the film music review. What am I thinking of? The film competition. Right, the film questions. Hello. Hey, we've got a contribution from G White, £3.50. Thank you very much, G White. I like that icon you've been using for a while. Faulty Towers. Ace work, Mark. Keep it up. Ignore the lefties. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for that contribution, G White. There you go. Yeah, it's pretty good the way what it does. It for anybody, I don't know what it looks like on your side of the screen, but for me, it's a big highlighted two-tone green thing. But yeah, very decent of you. Thank you. Shit. Okay. All right. Let's see. King Frank. Mark. Unfortunately, there's a rumor going around the internet that you're a Holocaust denier. Could I please ask you to confirm that you're not, so we can show these idiots? Keep up the good work, mate. Oh, look like Mattel, but it's mate! Exclamation. No, I mean, I've never denied that the Holocaust happened. I believe it did. No, I don't believe I've ever made any comments, saying it was all made up or anything. No, I believe it to be, true. All the stuff. I mean, there's a lot of documentation and all this. Um, I mean, the thing is, I'm going to have expressed my views on Adolf Hitler's participation in it. I'm not saying he was totally totally innocent or totally guilty, but I've made my views clear before on that. Milton. Oh, hello. Who's this? Jack Scott. Thank you very much. Donated £1 to the cause. Thank you very much. That is very generous. Yeah, they're coming in thick and fast today. Yeah, not like last week when everybody was hating me. They all seem to love me this day. Very few negative people today. And yeah, thank you, Jack Scott. Big to you. Anybody interested in doing what they're doing? There's a little $sign at the bottom of the screen there. But if anybody actually, aside from what they're doing here, is if anybody does want to help the channel, you can always watch the videos and leave the adverts to run. That, I mean, we get paid as a YouTube, we get paid shit all, but it all adds up. But with the advertisements, so thank you for, if anybody wants to, or at least watch one out of the two. But two would be better. David Brooks, I'll send you £1 if I can figure out how to do it. Yeah. Oh, are we there? David Brooks, I will send you £1 if I can figure out how to do it. See, I'm not certain either. I know it's to do with that $sign icon at the bottom, but that's about all I know. I don't know shit about nothing, me. Let's see. Mank 160 Bill. Mark, I don't like your face paint, but I've watched this channel for 2 years. Still watch every day. Still watch every day. Still. Well, thank you for sticking around. Yeah, I mean, it may seem a bit different than the norm because people are a bit shook up that this isn't what I normally would do on my channel. But yeah, I'm shaking things up a bit. I'm celebrating the Halloween. I'm bringing light to the a very popular and very funny TV show, The League of Gentlemen, and of course Jeeves and Wooster. So, but yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You may not like the paint, but stick with it. Well, what the hell? That's the thing. I mean, the world's not going to end because I'm doing this, and there'll be a reason coming up in a few days. Jack Scott, here you go, Mark. Get a pot noodle or something. Oh, yep. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Actually, I need a drink. Shit. I'm gonna. Where's my? There it is. Oh boy, I don't know what's going on with my throat. Anyway. No, I'll tell you what. You want to. Anybody out there? You should drink out one of these. I mean, if you don't fancy drinking out of a glass and you're at home, and they're cheap, you get a free one. They last forever. They hold a lot of liquid. When you're done with them, after a few years, you can drill holes in them, use them as plant pots, anything you like. Oh, actually, right. I want to address that one. Tower on Power. Mark, why do you call the channel Close the Door Now Jackie Chan? Well, actually, that's a strange one because the mere fact that you know that I did it should mean that you know why I did it, because I explained to the guy. Okay, but I'll explain it anyway again. Somebody called Close the Door wrote to me and says, "I've reported you." This is on one of my video. I think I was doing what was I doing? I was doing that chili con carne in a can review. I think it was that one. This person wrote. This person wrote, "I've reported you for blackface," and I wrote back. Words to the effect of, "You're too late, Jackie Chan. Somebody's already beaten you to it." They wrote back saying, "Jackie Chan?" question mark. And I wrote back, said, "Well, yeah, because your thumbnail makes you look like a chink." So which you did. So that's I think you knew that already, but that's the because I explained that in the comments. But that's why. Oh, White Van Man 999. Evening, Mark. Just tuned in. Oh, well, thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, I haven't seen your name come up for a while, actually. It's good to have you back. Let's see. Good. Yeah, Nick Bates, 87. Any comments that are just endless, repeated, or spammed are removed? Excellent. Thank you very much. Keeping law and order. Yeah, because a couple of, I think it was the last one or the one before, everybody's writing about that suitcase or briefcase. Some fucker, have you lost your briefcase? Over and over and over and over and over and over again. So, yeah, anything like that, great. Just sod them off. Oh, close the door now. I forgive you, Mark. Oh, well, thank you very much. It was just, yeah, that's good. But by all means, close the door. You're welcome to the channel. It's just that when you write things like you're gonna, you've reported me. For one thing, it doesn't really concern me, but two, it's people have done it already. So I mean, it's not, it's not like you're first in line. But just the fact that you reported me for no, Mr. Deegan, Volcano Storm is trying to wind Mark up. Yeah, I haven't seen any messages coming from Volcano Storm. Means the moderators are keeping law and order. Peter Webster. I don't know who Terry. Oh, Terry. Oh, where's he going? David Brooks, did you just get £2 from me, from men? Oh, that's supposed to be me, I think he says. No, I haven't, not yet. No, it might well. Oop. It might well show up. You never know. That's the thing. I mean, sometimes yeah. But if you did, thank you very much for that. That's I'm sure that will arrive shortly. Close the door says you didn't have to call me racial slurs, mate. Well, you didn't need to report my channel. That's how that goes. Tit for tat. It's how that works. Or in the old saying, "Don't give it if you can't take it." You wrote to me saying you've reported my channel for no absolute good reason, so you get what's coming to you. That's how it works. I don't like to be mean to people, but if you're going to write stuff like that, you have to be willing to expect a comeback. Milton Key, Peter B, you are doing a great job. Yeah, no, it'd be great if we could pay the mods, but unfortunately. The Sims Insider, Mark, when are you doing more food reviews? Well, the thing is, I want to start. Yeah, I'm going to start getting back into that. I would have done them over a week ago. I would have done the one face paint video and then moved back onto the what I was doing normally. You know, it was just a Halloween mask, over and done with. Get back to the food and get back to the doing my usual stuff. It's only because of all the hate that I've kept on doing it. So yeah, I mean, shortly I'll be back on doing what I'm doing or what I used to do. Oh boy, Mark Smith is in the house. No, that's a strange username. 89% of men. That's it's really strange. Whatever they're saying, there's it's bad. I mean, it doesn't look much been deleted. Mad Maz says, I thought it was a Gollywog doll. I don't think it's speaking to me, though. David Brooks sent you £2.99. Thank you very much. It hasn't registered yet, but thank you for that. I'm sure it'll. Yeah, hasn't registered, but it may be just a. Anne Marie O'Donnell. Mark, I do really love you. Thank you very much. Jack McCready is back. Again, sorry, Mark, on the shit I said. Just got angry on the assholes having to go and hiding behind the computer. If I could take it back, mate, I would, as I was wrong and took it out on yourself. Sorry, pal. Oh, well, thank you for that comment, Jack McCready. Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, I do know. I mean, that they can they can get on your nerves. These people, which is quite often, a lot of the time. I mean, I'll write to some of them, but a lot of them I just ignore them. But no, I understand what you're saying, that they can get on your nerves. Peter B, £1.99 donation from Peter B. Thank you very much, Peter. People are being very generous tonight. Yeah, they. I don't know what it is. Some days it's like that. I can do a live stream and there's loads of them come through like that. In fact, Peter B's he's contributed a number of times before. Very generous. I was going to say young fella, but I don't know. I don't know if he's but very generous indeed. Let's see. Nick Bates, 87. So, Mark, do you do a Sunday roast? What's your typical Sunday look like? Not really. I mean, the thing is, I'm the kind of guy. I don't really go in for Sunday roasts. Anything. The only traditional shit I go for is, well, in fact, I don't really. It's only because of the channel. I've done a couple of Christmas dinners. I've done Christmas dinner in a pie. If you type in anybody, Mark's Remarks, Christmas dinner in a pie, I've done I've done another Christmas roast dinner. That was only because it was for the video. But normally, Sunday dinner is just regular dinner. I'm the kind of guy who will have a. I mean, I've done it before. I've done a joint of meat with a load of potatoes and veg, and had that for dinner, and then done some more potatoes and veg and reheated up the meat for 7 o'clock the following morning for breakfast. I'll have a Sunday roast at midnight, or half an hour after I wake up at early in the morning. I'll have a Christmas dinner in July. It really doesn't matter for me. For me, I mean, it's a plate of food. I mean, I've had that before. Chicken. You got Brussels. Basically a Sunday, what looks like a Sunday dinner. I do them all the time. And I just eat them any time of day, night or day, any time of the year. Doesn't matter. Peter Jens, what do you work? What do you work for, Mark? I guess who do you work for? Well, one of the things I work in a warehouse, and humping stuff around. I don't really want to go into too much more detail than that, isn't it? Not necessarily, but warehouse work. In fact, I've done a lot of warehouse work, and I've owned my own business at one point years ago. Actually, Frodo Baggins, Mark, are you going to see The Joker, or waiting till it comes out on DVD? Sounds like one of those films that would be better off to see on the big screen, like Lord of the Rings. Indeed. I mean, there's absolute fucking shit coming out of Hollywood for years now, but The Joker, Rambo, Last Blood looks like two that I want to see. There is one or two others I've seen adverts for I want to see, but I don't know. Can't remember what they are. But The Joker and Last Blood, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Well, the thing is, the amount of money I mean, I don't know how much it costs at the cinema, but I mean, last time I looked, you were looking at about 12 quid or something like this. And while it is good to watch it on the big screen, sometimes I from what I've been watching of The Joker, the people's reviews on it, I think The Joker is one of those who I'm going to have to watch several times. I've got a feeling, because I do that sometimes. If I watch a film, I mean, there's some films I've watched, I absolutely hated the first time round, and watched it again, loved it. And also there's other films where because there's several layers, which it looks like The Joker is a several layered film. You pick up things the second, the third, and the fourth, and the fifth time round. So I reckon I think I definitely will, if I get the opportunity to buy. Keep rubbing the. Yeah, that's the trouble. The simple thing, like a little itch, and then you start rubbing the. Yeah, that's two films. I probably won't buy them brand new. I'll probably wait until they're second hand, because I'm a tightwad and I buy my DVD second hand. But yeah, they're definitely two that I want to see. David Brooks, really, I sent it in. Well, thank you, David Brooks. It hasn't. It might well be on there. For some reason, it hasn't registered. It's strange, because normally donations do, but it might well be late or whatever. But thank you for throwing in there. Let's see. Close the door now. Has got a message deleted. There's a lot of people getting their message deleted. A lot of people being awkward, I guess, being naughty. Nat man, can you? I don't know. Jess, I'm Sofa King Stupid. Oh, what's it? Sofa King Stupid. There we go. There you go, Mad Maz. Nick Bates is telling somebody I've explained it already. It might be somebody asking about the face paint, Thing is, I mean, if it was that, then just look at the calendar. I mean, look at what month it is. It's Halloween month. If that was the question, that's David Brooks, bit annoyed you got my money. Oh. I don't know how to. If you want that back, I don't know how to do that. I don't even know how he managed to send it. But no, like I say, thank you for your donation. It's just that it for some reason it hasn't come up. Yeah, I mean that's happened a few times before. Oh, Nick Bates, you can pay me, Mark. Mad Maz, I thought it was a Gollywog doll. I don't know. Hello, is there? Unless I skipped up. David Brooks sent $2.99. I thank you. It may well register. Yeah, you might be right, Frodo. Oh, Bates, Boyo, yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, just people writing the same old rubbish over and over, and they get timed out. Jakey Ounge. Hi, Mark. I'm a massive fan. I watch all your videos. Thank you very much for sticking around. Peter B says, my life is good shutting down the idiot spammers. Yeah, no, it's good having people keep law and order. Because a lot of time when I was doing it by myself before I figured out about the monitors, yeah, I mean, it's difficult, because you miss a lot, especially with the spammers and they take up the space in the comments. Zoom YZF, can you review a beef stroganoff? You mean like a pre-made store-bought? Yeah, I mean, I've done lots of stews. When I first started the channel, I was going in and buying every microwave meal I could find. Beef stews, chicken curries, what do you call them? Cottage pie, shepherd's pie, all that lot. I don't know about a beef stroganoff, but I've definitely done some beef stew. If you type in Mark, if you want to know anything on the videos, always put in Mark's remarks in the title up there. Mark's remarks, and then beef stew. Mark's remarks, curry. Mark's remarks, sandwich, like this. If you type in Mark's remarks stew, then you'll see a lot of stews, casseroles, this kind of thing. Big Boss, yeah, there's a lot of saddos about. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the thing. They seem to like being live, and taking part in the live. Comments are coming in quite fast now. Mark, what do you think about the Freemasons? I don't a lot. I don't actually think about them a lot. I would imagine that. Well, I don't know. It's hard to imagine. I'm trying to think whether I believe it to be true or not. I don't believe the Hollywood interpretation of the Freemasons, but it would make sense. People in power would be more inclined to congregate with each other and be on the same help each other in certain ways. White Van Man 99. How much do you usually spend on your weekly shopping? I don't rightly know. I don't really do a weekly shopping as such. I'll go to the freezer shop. I'll buy as much as I can cram into my shopping trolley. Or because the thing is, before I go, I estimate how much room I got in the freezer. So I'll go down there, buy as much as I can within the space that I have in the freezer, stuff that full, and then everything, other stuff I just buy as and when I need it. If I need some potatoes, I will go down the shop, get some potatoes, get some bread, get some eggs, or whatever I need. That's on a as needed need to. That's on a as I need it basis. But if the freezer's empty, I think I've got I've been to Iceland. I spent, what was it? I don't know, 25, 30 quid, or maybe 50 quid. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, I'll just estimate how much space I've got, and then go over and then get as much to think. Right, okay, that is how much I can fit that in the freezer. And that's how I do that. I don't really do it on a regular basis. Milton Keen. Mark, what did you eat for dinner tonight? Well, I had a chicken burger, and I had 6 ribs from a takeaway shop. And I won't tell you who they are because I've asked them if they want to for me to promote their shop, but what are you going to do? They're not interested. They don't see the sense in me giving shout outs on my channel. But that's what I had, some ribs. They do the best ribs ever, though. Oh, I mean, I've had some ribs. Jesus Christ Almighty! There was one time I rang up someplace in Wolverton. I can't remember who they were. An American firm, I think. At least that's what they say on the website. Got some ribs. Man, they were fucking awful. They were, I think they were lamb. I think instead of the usual beef. I believe they were lamb. They were nasty. Tell you what, no. So I just stick with beef. The thing is, I got lamb. So I'm thinking, I'm not even sure they. I don't know if they actually put it on the leaflet, but it weren't good. See, that's a bit of a strong vodka and Coke now. Stolen says a lot of shadows in the chat. Mark for the president of the planet. This is stolen. Jakey says you look like Joker film guy. No, the Joker is white with a bit of blue, a bit of red. But I might do that another time. Stolen says, "What's your thoughts on trans people?" Yeah, I've gone into that on other live streams. Everybody knows my thoughts on that. Lee Merton's in the hoose. Hello to you. Milton Key, Mark. If you were King of England for a day, what laws would you make and what would you have for your royal dinner? Actually, that's interesting because if I was king for a day, I don't think I'd be in a position to make laws. I believe that's where the parliament comes in. I don't think the king or queen has that kind of power anymore. But I think I see what you're saying. If I was in a position where I could make the laws, I would have every Sunday to be Old Boggy Day. Everybody has to go around in old boggy face paint, and that would be law. And what would be my royal dinner? It would be barbecued corgi on a spit roast. Yeah, that'd be barbecue corgi. Yeah, I reckon that'd be quite nice. Peter B. Trans fat is bad for your arteries. By trans fat, do you mean a fat trans? Because that'd be you don't want any of that. Dear. Okay, a lot of people not behaving themselves here. They're getting timed out. Sim Decider, just watching you on my Sony 55-inch TV, Mark. That's from Sims Insider. 55-inch telly. I got two tellies. I got this one. I got the one behind the I'm storing behind the couch here. That's a huge. That's way too big. I bought it for for the PlayStation and stuff. Ugh. But let me. See, that's the trouble with it because I bought this bastard. It's huge. I don't even know what size it is, but it's bloody big. Bigger than a regular person's telly, you know. And the trouble is, I thought, yeah, that'd be perfect for the PlayStation games, these shoot 'em up ones and all that stuff. But the trouble is, no matter, you've got a big screen, but you have to sit further back because it's too fucking big. So you may as well just use a regular screen and sit nearer to it. For my case, oh dear. Jamie, go back to primary school with Adam Johnson. Okay, Jamie. Yeah. Oh, chemotherapy wigs had a message deleted. Jakey says, Mark, if you had the majority in Parliament for a day, what would you do? Well, I mean, if I had the majority, I think you're meaning if I could change stuff, make a law. I'd probably put everything back the way it was, close to back where it was before we had the open border bullshit. That's what I would do. Go back to square one. Mark Smith. Joker was brilliant, Mark. Rambo wasn't good. Well, that's the thing. I mean, Rambo's had a bit of a mixed. What the fuck? I tell you, this bloody mouse. You know what he does? You try and click a little bit, and it just jumps. Yeah, Rambo. From what I've seen, it's a Rambo movie. You don't go there to. It's not going to change the world. It's not going to win any Oscars. You go there because you wanted to see people getting killed in gruesome and interesting ways. I mean, it's not Shakespeare, for Christ's sake. It's just an action movie with lots of people getting murdered. That's why people go to a Rambo movie. Stoller says, Mark, do you watch Big Mouth? I don't know what that is. Jamie, do you hate black people? No. There are a lot of people I dislike. Some of them happen to be black. Some of them happen to be women. Some of them happen to be foreigners. Some of them happen to be whatever, you know. That's what people don't seem to understand. Fucking employers don't seem to understand it, motherfuckers. I've had this before. If you're having a disagreement or an argy-bargy, if if you don't get along with a co-worker and they happen to be black or a woman or of a minority, that's the reason you don't like them. And in their mind, yeah, obviously, he doesn't like them because they're that, The fact of the matter is, I don't get on with them because they're a fucking asshole and they just happen to fit into one of those categories. There's a lot of, I don't, there's a lot of people I don't always get along with. And it's virtually never because they're black, they're female, they're Irish, they're whatever. It's just the fact that I don't get on with them. Do you hate black people? No, I don't. There are black people that I dislike, but that's because I dislike them, because their personality, not because they're black. Peter Jens, Grey Law Mark, absolutely. Stolen Mark, can I buy you a pint? Indeed. Yeah, if you ever see me about on the bus or whatever, In fact, people see me on the bus. Sometimes they write to me, I see you on the bus. If anybody sees me out and about, you're more than welcome. Admittedly, I may not look like the most approachable person, because quite often I'm in a fucking mood over something. Oh, like today, I've been in a fucking mood all day from the minute I left the house. All right, but if anybody sees me, you can always say, oh, Mark's, I'll take a photo. Not that anybody want an autograph, but I mean, if you do, great, or photo, whatever you want. I've been in a fucking bad mood. It started yesterday, right? Because I've been talking about trying. I want to get a PO box. Oh, anybody not hit the thumbs up? By all means, hit the thumbs up now. Let's show these snowflakes that. Because I tell you, all these live streams with me with the face paint on have got really bad thumbs down compared to the thumbs up. If anybody wants to, show that you're not going to stand for it, hit the thumbs up. Yesterday, right? Because I've been talking about trying to reintroduce a PO box. All right, because the last one was really popular. I want to get a new one, but I don't want to go down the PO box and spend £25 a month. What I did, I thought, right, what I'll do, I'll go to one of the local shops, go in there, and say, would you be willing to have a little cardboard box, a corner of a shelf over here? If my mail shows up, you put it there. I'll come in every couple of days, pick it up, and I'll give you some money. Maybe a tenner a month, say, and I'll pay 3 months in advance, that kind of thing. So I go in and I speak to the guy behind the counter, and I say, "Hello, is the boss around?" And immediately you could see the fear on his face, right? And I'm like, "Yeah, is the boss about?" And he's going, "What, for here?" "Yeah, for here, stupid." Anyway, right. So eventually, I managed to get some semi bit of sense out of him, but the boss is going to be around. Well, then he's saying he's going to be, because this is about 11:30 in the morning, right? I'm leaving to get a couple of buses to go to work. Then he's saying, "Oh, he'll be there tonight," and I say, "Well, I won't be able to come tonight unless it's like she's talking about, about 12." And I say, "What, midnight?" Fucking no, he's talking about tomorrow, right? So it's fucking anyway. So I leave. I come back the next day. No, actually, that was 2 days ago. I come back the next day, which is yesterday. There's a woman on the counter, and I say, "Oh, hello. I would like to. Is the boss around? I'd like to have a chat with the boss." And immediately the eyes start going. She's, "Oh, fuck!" And she's, I said, "Yeah, is the boss around?" And you can see immediately she's trying to figure out who I am. What do I want? She's asking me, have I got any identification? What the fuck? Have I got any identification? I'm wearing my old, high vis coat. It's covered in, paint, varnish and shit. So I'm definitely not an authority figure. But she's looking at me really scared. The eyes are going, and she's asking me for ID. Where am I from? What company do I? What? What do you want? Look. And I said to her, look, I'm not the police. I actually told her, I'm not the police. I'm not immigration. I just want to speak to the person who makes decisions around here. That is all. Right? I said, stop looking at me like I'm fucking scared. Just tell me when the. And she's like, oh, yeah. So she's talking to these other two, right, in Punjabi, right? And she comes back. She says, all right, I'll tell you what, I'll let you know. Because first, before that, she said to me, what do you want to speak to him about? And I said, well, are you the boss? He said, no. I said, well, I said, all right, well, assuming it's any of your business, okay, let's assume that. I'll tell you, what I want is I'm looking to have the boss rent me a little corner in the thing there so I can have my mail sent, because I have a YouTube channel and I'm looking to get a PO box thing going. Said, oh, yeah, okay. Like it's any of her fucking business. Well, I think she was. I think she was married. I don't think she's like married to the boss. I think because of the questions she was asking, nosy fucking questions that a shop assistant shouldn't be asking. What do you want to see the boss about? None of your fucking business. I'll speak to him. Anyway, so I went in there today, and I walk in. Have you seen? Is the boss about? Oh yeah, we've had a chat, and he's not going to go for it. You know. And so that was that. You know. So fuck knows what I'm going to do. I might have to bite the bullet and rent out a PO box. Fucking £25 a month. Shit, I don't do that too often. Yeah, the last one I did for 3 months. It's quite popular, you know. But you know, it's a lot of money just to. But yeah, I was hoping to do that. The cheapest, go for the cheaper option. But yeah, we'll see. I'll probably work something out. Anyway, right. So that fucking pissed me off. That one, because she was giving me the third degree, asking me all kind of questions, none of her fucking business. If indeed she was a shop assistant. I mean, who the fuck does that? If a guy comes in and says, "Oh, is the manager about?" You don't say, "What do you want him for?" You go, fuck off, mind your own business. Just get the boss. Anyway, so I leave there. Right, I'm not going to get the PO box. Use their address as the PO box. I go to the chippy, get some chips. They do the same fucking annoying thing. I'm getting the chips in a polystyrene plate with a fold up lid kind of thing. You know, she does that annoying thing. Do you want salt and vinegar? And I'm like, look, just put it on the counter, okay? And because that's what I do in some places. They say, do you want the salt and vinegar? I say, look, put it on the counter. If you see me using it, you'll have your answer. There you go. You know, I'm not a fucking 5-year-old. I need you to put salt and vinegar on my dinner. I mean, what next? I'll have you cut up the fucking food for me or what? Anyway, so that was that, piled that on, right? Then I walk up to the bus stop. I'm like 4 minutes late for the bus. The bus is pissed off now. I've got to wait 4 minutes after, so I've got to wait another 20 minutes for the bus. Get on the bus. What I do then? Oh, I went around the city centre. I'm trekking all over the city centre. You wouldn't believe I'm walking around the city. I'm trying to buy a vacuum cleaner, and there's absolutely no way. Imagine this is right. Milton Keynes Shopping Centre. For those who you imagine how big that place is, right? Milton Keynes Shopping Centre. No fucker sells any Hoovers except for one place, John Lewis. You know. And anyway, so I'm tramping around all over hell. You know, this is on a Saturday afternoon, right? So you're fighting your way through the fucking traffic of pedestrian, people through the shopping centre. And anyway, yeah. Oh, and that was it. Yeah, I spent about 20 minutes. I'm examining all the, because I bought a Dyson. I'll do a review on it actually if anybody's interested. I'll start throwing around some cornflakes and some talcum powder and stuff and whatever else I can find. I'll throw that on the carpet, grind that in and with my trainers, and I'll give it a demonstration. Anyway, you imagine this, right? Because you've got all the Hoovers, right? All the vacuum, not Hoovers, that's a brand. All the vacuum cleaners up on the wall and all that. Right? Instead of finding somebody, that's the other thing. Trying to find somebody, fuck's sake. I went into TK Maxx. I'm walking around there for 10 minutes looking for somebody, and I only found him because he had some earphones on. I said, "Oh, you?" They look. I told him, "No wonder I can't find any bastard running around because you all look like the shoppers. What happened to uniforms?" Anyway, so so I go to the counter because you've got to get the little slip, and then you go to the counter, you hand that over, and then they order it from out the back. And considering, right, this is a fucking vacuum cleaner. She's asking me, right, can you give me your name? Okay, Mark. Can you what's your postcode? And I'm like, what? What do you need my postcode for? Well, for Christ's sakes, I'm buying a Hoover. She said, "Oh yeah, it's to do with the thing, so we can write it on the paper and do it out of the back and get you." Oh, for fuck's sake! So I give her, my postcode. She confirms my address. Right, so I'm thinking, right, okay, right, fine, because I mean they do this, I mean I'm not applying for a library card or a driver's license, right? I'm buying a fucking Hoover vacuum cleaner. Anyway, then she's saying, what's your phone number? I know, for Christ's sake, look, you don't need my. I don't have a phone, right? I told her I don't have a phone, I don't have the internet, I don't have nothing, right? I just want to buy the fucking Hoover. Whatever the least amount of information you can get from me, just put that in the computer and then I can go, right? She, oh yeah, I'm all right, I'll do it. So she starts filling in all the things, knowing that I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. So she just put blanks on everything, like I've got no phone, no email, no nothing. And oh Jesus! Anyway, so I go. You imagine that. I mean, I've actually had to do that when you go and buy a phone from the phone shop. You've got to do that. You've got to give your name, your address. I'm saying, for fuck's sake, I buy those what they call throwaway phones. The drug. I think people say the drug dealer phones. You use them and sling them in the fucking canal. It's not like I'm having a contract, a line rental contract with them. I'm buying a pay-as-you-go phone, but they still want your details, right? So you've got that with the phones. You've got to do that with your driver's license. You've got to do that on a library card. I'm not taking finance out on this fucking vacuum cleaner. I'm buying it straight outright, right? Anyway, so I'm getting annoyed with this, and she's seeing this, so she just gives me the thing. I spent 10 minutes trying to find the customer service place to go collect the bastard, right? So anyway, so it's like from day one. So yeah, what it is, it's but what it is, it's one of those cordless ones. It's got a big battery on it. It's like a handle with a big battery, and you've got like 6 different things that connect. You could either put the long pole on it with a with a thing on the carpet, or change it for the drapes, change it again for the corners, or the anyway, so once I figure out how it all works, I'll I do a review. It's a Dyson V7. I don't know, might be animal. I don't know. Anyway, it's a Dyson V7. It was quite a lot of money. Fucking hell, I'll tell you what, it was the cheapest one out of the lot. It was like because it goes all the way up to £600 for these Dysons. So I didn't want to do that. So I bought the cheap model. But yeah, I'll like I say, I'll sling some stuff around on the floor and do a review. Okay. So anyway, that's what's pissed me off during the day. Nosy shop assistants that want to know why you want to speak to them. I had this in the Kentucky Fried fucking Chicken. I went in and I wanted to have a chat with the manager because they wouldn't put that, that mayonnaise, that peppered mayonnaise. I like putting my chips and stuff in there, right, and dunking my chicken bits in there, and they wouldn't do it. So I came in the next day and said, "Can I? Would you ask the manager to come up and tell him there's a customer wanted to chat with him?" The guy says, "What do you want to speak to him for?" I said, "What?" I said, "Well, I believe I'll speak to him about that if that's all the same to you. Just ugh, fucking people just annoy me. Gamer knowledge. People still be getting salty in this chat. Don't know why. Yeah, people do. You know, people just want to talk some silly stuff. But what's an epic? Doom YZF. In fact, Doom YZF. What is there? Is that short for? Does that mean anything? YZF? Is that abbreviated? Anyway, have you seen any Smobies lately? Perhaps. I just don't know what they are. You know, people write to me all the time on the comments asking me, asking me about stuff. I have no idea about what these terms mean. Jake says, "Are you in Rick and Morty?" Big Boss, are you Rick? Boss, are you Rick? Jess, what games do you play? Actually, I'll show you. Oh, jeez. Oh, Motorhead. Actually, I've just had a look. It's the Dyson V7 Motorhead. So once I figure out all the buttons and everything, I'll do a review on that. Yeah, actually, this is one of my. If I can get this without the light, there you go. That's one of my favourite ones. See, these are PS2. I've actually got a PS3 as well. I don't often play. I play snooker on that mostly if I'm playing on that one. But most of the time I use it as a DVD player, really. This one, I want to get back into playing chess. I haven't played chess in a while, so a long time, you know. So I'll improve my game with this. I think it only costs 50p on the PS2. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I'm trying to get this so the light doesn't. There you go. Yeah, this is an interesting game. Hack and slash. Tetris. Another really good game. And this one's Buster Block. You connect the blocks. Yeah, I don't know. Do some stuff. But yeah, that's the games I play. I don't often I haven't played any of those games for ages. I don't really sort of play a whole lot. But they're handy, you know, to have around. Stolen says, Mark, what do you think about people who say eek are retards? When you say eek, E-E-K, is that a misspelling? I'm trying to think what that would eek. I don't know what that means. Hello? There we go. Comments had frozen then for a sec. Oh, what's going on here? Jumping around a lot. Oh, Zoom YZF Smobies are people with their head stuck in their phone. Yeah, I tell you, all the time it gets me because if I'm standing up the city centre and I'm waiting on the bus, I'm watching people cross the road, and a lot of them, you know, not a lot, but you know, I've seen some. They're still on their phone while they cross the road. Dumb bastards, you know. So I'm surprised I haven't seen anybody getting hit by it already. But there's been a few near ones where people just walk across. I nearly walked in. So I was walking into McDonald's, walking through the door toward the till. Somebody come out of the doorway, which leads to the corridor with the gents, and because they're on the phone as they're coming out the door, and you know, nearly collided with them. You know, I tell you, It's amazing. You go on the bus, especially when I finish work. There's a bus full of people, and you're looking around, and almost everybody is on their phone. They're not actually doing anything. They just scroll, 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 yeah, scroll, scroll, scroll. They don't, for Christ's sake, you know. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if they chose something to look at, you know. But no, it's just scroll, nah, 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 nah. Just doing that the whole bloody trip, you know. Bloody hell. Peter B. Pond life comment will be removed. Excellent. Good. Peter B. Keeping law and order. Milton Keen. Mark, you have some bad PS2 games. Ha. Do you mean bad as in good, or bad as in bad? I mean, you know. Well, the thing is, this black, that is actually, I like this one. You know, I like Tetris and chess. Gamers don't die; they just respawn. Excellent. Big boss Peter. There's not usually this many shadows in the chat. Yeah, actually, there's a lot tonight. Hello, Bates Boyo. You're not one of the four administer. What do they call them? The moderators. I've got four of them. Your name's not. How did you get to be a moderator? Oh, unless. Oh, I know. Yeah, because you're Bates 87, I guess, and you've changed your last name. Doom YZF. Doom is my online name, and YZF is my bike. Aha. Jakey says, "Do you like Club Penguin?" Do you like Club Penguin? I don't know. Well, I do like a club bar. I like the Mint Club bar, and I haven't eaten a Penguin bar in ages, not in years. But yeah, I like those. Okay. Yeah, there's quite a few people watching tonight. Anybody not hit the thumbs up? Go ahead, because you know the thing is, I mean, I mentioned earlier that these ones with the Halloween face makeup have the thumbs up and the thumbs down. It really leans towards the thumbs down for some reason. You know, normally it's the other way around. The thumbs up are quite high, but you know, if you want to show the snowflakes and the whingies and the do-gooders and the crybabies, if you want to show them that they're not winning, hit the thumbs up. Show there's more thumbs up for this style of video than there are thumbs down. Let's see. Oh, War Ready's in the house. Mark, you been getting any takeaway? Well, I had some ribs and and a chicken burger today. Aside from that, no, not a whole lot of takeaway. I try not to eat too much. It's too bloody expensive. Adam Sebsoy. Mark, why don't you walk down the street wearing that? Why would I? Uh, Besides, I mean, why don't I walk down the street wearing it? Well, why would I walk down the street with it? Uh, if I was to walk into an establishment or a shop wearing this, it would probably cause a little bit of panic. Maybe they'd be thinking I'm in there trying to rob the place. It would just be inconvenient for anywhere that I'm visiting. Bates Boyo. Yeah, Bates Boyo. Are you Bates 87? I suppose you must be. That's how it's just it's a bit strange seeing a different name. That's all. Mark is like Santa. He sees all and knows all. Absolutely. Adam says, might as well. It's nearly Halloween. Well, yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, but yeah, I mean, it is nearly Halloween. There's a perfectly good, is a Halloween mask. Trouble is, there's very little reason for me to be walking the streets in the middle of the night around a housing estate with the face makeup on. I'm not likely to walk into a shop wearing it for the reasons I just gave. That it'd be any sensible person might think that they're being robbed or something, and it would just cause inconvenience. I don't know any children who are doing trick or treating, so I'm not unlikely to be hanging around with a group of infants doing that. So there's no reason for me to walk the streets wearing the face makeup. There's Adam. Adam says, "Don't be a hypocrite." What are you talking about? Just because I choose, why would I? If just because if you're wandering around your house in a Santa Claus outfit, are you required to go out into the street and wear it, or any kind of other outfit? I've just explained to you that there's no reason for me to be in the street wearing this. What would be the purpose? The only reason why I'd be walking down the streets to get from here to the shops. And then I've just sold it twice that they probably think I'll be in there trying to rob the place. So that would be inconvenient. There's the only other reason to be out on the street at that time of night is if you're with a group of kids doing trick or treating, which is unlikely because I don't hang around with children. So why would I walk the street? What would be the purpose? I have no reason to do it. King Tigaro. Sorry I'm late, Mark. I was out walking my dogs, Nathan and Muzzy. Hope you're well. Indeed. Thank you very much for joining. In fact, I'm probably going to go soon because it's just gone 10. My nose is getting a bit blocked by the feel of it. Yeah, I've got to try and wash this off. Actually, it washes off fairly easy. It takes about 3 times. I've got to wash it to get off. Yeah, I've got work in the morning or tomorrow. Freddie, Mark, do a vlog going into the hood. Yeah, I tell you, if I had one of those phones, if I was able to go live via my phone, via a phone, I would. Yeah, I could do a lot of live streaming and stuff. Sims Insider, have the moderators left? No, I think they're still about. I think. I mean, they're not. Not all four of them are in tonight. That's why you have four, because you figure, out of four, maybe two of them will be, the other two are probably doing some, living their life and doing some other stuff. Ethan Vinyl, I gave you money. Oh well, thank you very much. If you mean tonight, it hasn't registered on the thing. If you mean in the past, then thank you ever so. In fact, I mean, if anybody wants to help the channel, you don't have to. I mean, there is a dollar sign thing there that people donate, but I tend not to. People want to do that, great, but I tend not to sort of ask people to do that. But if you want to help the channel, what I do ask people to do is not skip the adverts. That is, if you want to help in any way, that would be that'd be fine. Just allowing at least one of the two to be better, of course, but just allowing some of the videos, some of the advertisements to play. They don't pay much; they pay sod all. But if enough people do it, it adds up. Yeah, there you go. So the Sims Insider is asking about where the moderators are. Peter B is still here. Tell you, the bloody Paul Willis, yeah, dwarf porn. Interracial MILF gangbangs. Yeah. Karen Marriott, I watch all your ads. Thank you very much. I tell you, it's great. They all a little bit, but enough of them. It adds up and it helps. And that way, if because I mean, because not everybody is in a position to or even wants to contribute via that little icon there, which is great, because that's what sort of gets me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate everybody who does, but I try not to push that too much there, because if I'm watching, I watch other channels. Some of them are really, really popular channels. They have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They got hundreds of thousands of clicks every video. And at the end of it, they're always saying, "Oh, listen, if you want to contribute to the channel, please consider being a Patreon and all that kind of stuff." Which, I'm thinking, for fuck's sake, the amount of people who watch your videos, if you just start plugging them watching the adverts, that would be all they're doing. Really, is they're saying, go onto Patreon, do a monthly, donate £1 monthly, and that way I don't have to go to fucking work. I can just do this all day. That's what they're saying. And I figure, the hundreds of thousands of people that are watching their videos, if they sort of say to all of them, listen, just watch a couple of ads every video, to watch one or two ads. I don't know how much money that would generate them, but it'd be a bit, but it's just asking people for their money. It's just I don't know. It's just me. It just feels awkward, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's great when people do. It's very generous, and I appreciate that. But it's just, you know, I'd rather, you know, I'd rather not, you know, because I mean, everybody, because it involves the least amount of effort. You know, just letting the ads play. Somebody's gonna shank your nan. What do you? Uh, right. I tell you, there's a lot of people chatting amongst themselves. How? I should go to bed. Milt, Keen, Mark, you should go to bed. You've got work tomorrow morning. Indeed. Yeah, I've got to try and scrape this off my face and then go to bed. Not a troll. What are you drinking tonight, Mark? Well, I'm drinking a vodka with. Well, I'm drinking Co-op vodka with Co-op brand cola in my pot noodle cup. Start. A lot of people talking about pornos. Barry Bong, you should wear the face paint to work tomorrow. Freddie says, Mark, do you own a cup? I do. I own a few teacups. Yeah, a couple of drinking glasses. I tend not to buy them because I mean, you know, yeah, I've only got a few for when people come round. But if it's just me in the place, then you know, if I'm just just drinking a carbonated libation, then I'll just drink out one of these. Okay. Yeah, a lot of Nat man. Mark, do you have a substance abuse issue? Uh, no. I no. I mean, I haven't smoked any marijuana in a lot of years, and if you're talking about the vodka, this, in fact, next time I buy one of these, I'll write the date on the label. As you can see, it's halfway. When did I buy this? I must have bought this 2 weeks ago. You know, it's some days, you know, it's some days I can go, you know, a whole, you know, ages without drinking any, and then I'll, you know, yeah, blimey, then I'll go where, then I'll drink a bunch of it. Yeah. Seriously. Okay. Not a troll. Nice. I'm on the Stella. I had some co-op nan breads with a curry. If you want to do a review, yeah. Well, I'll probably go in the co-op and see what kind of mind you, the co-ops, they don't really do the cheap. If I'm buying a microwave dinners, I sometimes go for the cheap. Well, I used to go for the absolute the £1 ones. I did a whole bunch of reviews. Must have did well over a dozen. £1 microwave dinners. I think Asda did them the cheapest, like 97 pence or something. Sausage and mash, chicken curry. This kind of thing, Well, the co-op don't really do sort of cheap. Freddie, Mark, you seem very nice. I'm glad I can be part of your stream. Oh, thank you very much for being around, Freddie. Yeah, I seem very nice. Well, I've had a few vodkas, so well, plus I've got somebody doing the live stream moderating, but there seems to be a lot of deleted messages. Yeah, I don't actually know what the contents of those messages are, but people sometimes write to say they're confused of why it was deleted. What I would say, what I try and say to all the moderators, so what I'd say to Pete is, if they're being abusive, then do your thing. Otherwise, if they're being silly, or I mean, if they're doing that thing about the suitcase, fucking bullshit, by all means. But pretty much, if they're being abusive, then get rid of them. But if they're just being silly, that'd be fine for a while. Because I mean, I've got the facility to do it as well here, if need be. But yeah, people being malicious or out and out just looking for trouble, Peter B, Mark 1, spammers be what? Jeez, can't even read straight now. Fucking hell, all this vodka. Mark 1, spammers 0. Good. David Brooks, he's on the vodka as well. Paul Willis is still with us. Freddie, can you sell me some gorilla seeds? Well, I tell you what, I tell you, they used to do some right good deals. I mean, somebody asked me the other day, was it you, Peter B, about the gorilla seeds that they were sponsoring my videos for a while. They haven't sent me any information for a little while, but that's normal, because what happened was they were doing a series of promotions every week or so. I mean, they can't do promotions every day of the week, never gonna make any fucking money. But they were doing a series of promotions, one a week for a bunch of weeks, and I was happy to promote that. But at the moment, because then after a while they stopped doing the promotions to, because like I say, if they start doing 2 new promotions, they'll go out of business. You can't be doing that all week. So yes, so they did a bunch of promotions. I was promoting them, and when they've got some more promotions, then they'll get back to me and ask me to shout them out and all the rest of it. And that was the other thing. I'll tell you what, though, people were losing their shit about me having a marijuana seed seller as a promoter of the channel. Fuck, it was like, it was, Christ, it was like they thought I was selling crack or something to school kids. They, because what I mean, because the thing is, this gorilla seeds and all the rest of them, can't think, I've got the names written down here. Barney's Farm, Killer Bees, all the rest of them, selling seeds and bongs and lighters and everything else is perfectly legal. They're not doing anything wrong by selling them, and I'm doing nothing wrong by promoting them. All I'm doing is saying, I'm not saying, everybody go out there and get high. No, I'm just saying, here is a company who wants their name shouted out. I'm in a position to shout them out. So if you like to give them a go, here is the link. Click on it, go onto their site. You have the choice to purchase or don't purchase. But apparently I'm the evil one for being connected with them. But they're not doing anything wrong, and I'm not doing anything wrong. So anyway, so Freddie, yeah, by all means go Mark's Remarks Gorilla, like that, Gorilla Seeds, or Mark's Remarks Seeds. You'll go on to you'll see my little spiel about their promotion. You can go into the comments, the top comments. It'll be pinned, and you can go onto their site. You can just even if you go on there and have a look, at least you'll be informed for next time they do a promotion. When they do a money off thing. Comments are frozen again. It's frozen, yeah. David Brooks, vodka rules, not a troll, says it's frozen. Yeah, it does that now and again. I don't know what the fuck. It must be a shitty computer. Yeah. Bates Boyer, I only get rid of repeated comments and abuse. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. I mean, if they're writing the same old shit over and over, by all means, get. Yeah, because what they used to do last week was to write the same thing 12 times, just to mess up the content, the ability to read. But yeah, by all means, if they're duplicating stuff, by all means, just get rid of them. Not a troll. What are you going to wear on Halloween night? Let's see. I don't know. Well, it's October 31st. I don't know what day that is, but most likely I'm going to be working. So I'll be wearing my usual, high vis and whatnot. Just thinking, yeah, that'll be good. Going to work with my painted face. Man, that'll be. Absolutely, yeah. Posting your comments 5 times won't get it read any faster. Thing is, yeah, I'm trying to get through pretty much everybody's comment, ones that are not silly enough, silly, but everybody, trying to give everybody a chance. Doom YZF, got to go. My mother is in hospital. Loved the stream. Oh, thank you for sticking around with us, and say to your mum, get well soon from Mark's Remarks. Anyway, that's Doom YZF. Thank you for being with us. David Brooks, nothing wrong with a spliff. Absolutely. I mean, I figure. See, the way I figure is, we don't need or want, as far as this is my opinion, we don't need or want the fucking government telling us, grown adults, how we spend our free time. And if you want to spend your free time, flat out on a couch, high as a kite, that's your business. You pay your taxes. You've been around long enough. Old, my nose seems a little bit darker than yeah. I mean, if you're a grown adult, you don't need the government telling you what you can do and what you can't do. So why don't they, just legalize it? Take away the mystique of it. It's like when you're, I mean, to put it in a simplistic way, when you're 15, 16, 17, and you go to great. I remember I did. You go to great lengths to get hold of a can of lager, because you're not old enough and it's mysterious and it's like the adult thing to do, drinking lager. I remember as soon as you're 18, bang, overnight, it's no big deal. I remember, yeah, the day of my 18th birthday, I went into the pub thinking, right, okay, well, I got my ID ready, so I'm ready for when they, if they ask me, can you have got it? Bang, there you go, Sonny, there's my ID, I'm legal. Nobody asked me. Nobody fucking gives a shit. And it's like, fucking, it's a bit of a letdown. Nobody actually wanted to see my ID, even though today is the day when I'm legal. If you, like with children, you keep lager away from them. It's, I'm not saying give lager to children, but I'm saying that if, because they can't have it, they want it, and they will go to great lengths to get it. If you deny adults a way of relaxing on their time off, i.e. marijuana, if you say to people you can't have it, not that I mean, it just makes it more the mystique's there. It gives the power to the criminals for certain, and make it legal. The novelty goes. It's no big deal. You're having it around. It's just like having lager in your fridge. It's no fucking big deal. Anyway, I don't know whether that was articulate enough, but yeah, just take the criminality away from it. You take away the. It's like we have a culture in this country about the drinking. The pub shut at 11, and that's why you have all the hoo ha and the carrying on out in the street at 10 past 11. It's because they're taking it away from you, right? Because coming 11 o'clock, so everybody's necking pints of lager down quarter of an hour before they kick you out. It's because they're going to take it away, so you're trying to neck down as much as possible. And then the problems happen out in the street. If you extend the drinking hours, the problem, you still drink the same amount, but you spread it over a certain amount of hours. There's no rush to get it down your neck before they throw you out. Same with marijuana, let the people do it. It becomes no big thing anymore. Not a troll. Weed is less harmful than alcohol. Yeah, well, to an extent. I mean, they do talk about cannabis psychosis, which affects some people. I think it affected me for a while there. I was hearing stuff. I'll be getting high as a kite here on the couch, and I would hear like Mark, and I'll be going out the windows, fucking, thinking. But no, I would dream. I remember one time. Oh man, it was crazy. I was out. One day I contacted my mum, and I said, "This is when I was like, like had my faculties around me, right?" I was talking to her, and I said, "Did we have a conversation yesterday about Sharon, my sister, she's going to get married?" She said, "Yes, I did. Yeah, we did. We had to come." Ah, right. Okay, good. All right. 'Cause I didn't know. I honestly didn't know whether I dreamt it, hallucinated it, when we actually had the conversation. I didn't know. I had to confirm with her the next day. And that's one of the downfalls about getting high all the time. Anyway. Uh, okay. All right. Let's see. Joanna Butler's in the house. She's oh no, not Joanna Butler, Jonas Butler. I misread that. Jonas Butler. Mark, we all know you did it. That's great, but what is it that you are? Let's go back a little bit. Oh, okay. Oh, there's another one. Right, I'm going backwards. Jonas Butler, don't be naive. Go back further. Oh, there you go. Jonas Butler, you know what I'm talking about. Let's go back even further. Oh boy. Jonas Butler, here we go. Just confess, Mark. Just confess, Mark. You know it will end better for everyone. Right, I've got to go back even further now. I didn't even notice these. Jonas Butler, Mark, I think it is time you let the public know what's really. Jesus Christ. Does any of your comments make any fucking sense? I've gone back 5 comments and I'm still trying to find the thread of what it is you're talking about. All right, I'll go back even further. See, I'm going back. Must have gone back 60, 70 comments here. Let people know what you're really going on. Okay. Nope, I don't know. Each of your comments don't really sort of shed light on what it is you're talking about, but it's probably no good anyway. Mark, we all know what you did. Mark, we all know you did it. That's from Jonas Butler. Okay. Barry Bong, is Jonas Butler talking about Mark's ex? Yeah, Ela Hopkins is asking Jonah Butler, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Yeah. Frodo Baggins, do you remember The Little Chef? Happy days. As a kid, getting the free lollipops if you finish your dinner. Yeah, actually, yeah, I've been to The Little Chef, like a roadside motorway sort of cafe. I haven't been one of those in years. I didn't know they stopped being around. You know. Yeah, yeah, a good place. You can go in there and get an all-day breakfast or something. Right, been going 2 hours. Anybody hit the thumbs up? Anybody who hasn't, if you want to. Oh Jesus, Milton Keen. Mark, do you have any favourite childhood memories? What was your favourite meal as a child? Didn't really have a favourite meal, I guess. I guess fish fingers. I guess. As for childhood memories, well, that's Jesus. That's the trouble. I do. You know, like there's a bunch of memories that I have from, and sometimes they creep in. Sometimes they just jump into my head. Things that from. I mean, I'm 49 now, so the things that were going on when I was very young, but 7. When we was living in this and that. Uh, so there's a lot of them that you manage to block out. You don't think about for a long time, but the trouble is they come back now and again. But there's some good memories, I guess. Some good times, especially when you look at what life was like compared to now. music, movies, the way people behave. You know, it used to be so good back in, but yeah, some good and bad. The good memories, yeah, would be remembering what how simple life used to be. Paul Willis, 1983. I was born in 70. Well, Milton Key, yeah. I mean, I think, well, at least we didn't get to hear about it so much. Uh, the difference is, I was watching on that subject when the kids can play outside. I was watching Bill Burr, the comedian Bill Burr, the other day on the YouTube, and he was saying about how how things have changed. People are scared. It's like when I was young, if you saw a kid in the street, you could actually say something to the kid. Hey, watch yourself going across that road. And nowadays, you get a mouthful of fucking abuse, or you get looked at because you're speaking to a strange kid. Or if you were to say to a kid, stop hitting the football over there on the wall, or just say a sentence to a kid, you get looked at now like you're a fucking psycho weirdo pedo. And he said, when he was young, you come, hey, Jimmy, come here, and you ruffle, you get him in a headlock, ruffle the hair. You wouldn't do that to a stranger, of course, but you could ruffle her, yeah, you're a good kid. Go on your bike. That's what it was like back then. You didn't have to worry about fucking people getting the wrong end of the stick, because now part of his joke was when a kid comes up to you, just, yeah, I don't want to fucking know, right? Stay away from me. Stay over. Go over there. I don't want to be any closer than 6 feet from this child, because people are, people start looking, and that's what it's like, nowadays. You know, even me, if I'm if it, I've been in places, like the kids walking around, and he's separated from his parents by 10, 12 feet or something. He's just running around, falls over. The last thing that would enter my head is to go and assist this kid. If the kid fell into a fucking pond, yeah. But if the kid falls over and hurts itself in the supermarket or something, I would never go anywhere near the kid to help him up. It's the last thing you do, because it's drummed into our head now. If you go anywhere near a kid, people start thinking you're a fucking pedo and you're up to no good. Put your hands on some kid that's not your own. That's the culture that we're living in now. You can't do nothing. I mean, you get me right. I mean, I joke about if a kid fell in the pond, then maybe, but that's what it's like. I mean, you imagine a kid falling into a pond, you'd fucking think twice about jumping in there. In the old days, you jump in up to your knees in a local pond and pull the kid out, stop him from dying. Nowadays, perhaps not so quick. You'll be looking around. Where's the parents? Are the parents going to jump in, or somebody who's going to throw a floaty thing to him, or you think twice before going in and helping the kid, because you'd be, it's a bit of an extreme example, but if a kid needs assistance, you definitely think twice now. Not a troll. You'd be the one that pushed the kid in. Anyway. But yeah, if a kid fell off his bike, I'm talking about a small kid, or fell over, even if I was within arm's reach, you know. Okay. Milton Key, did anyone have a space hopper? Yeah, they were around. You know, they were quite popular. Yeah, too dangerous for the kids nowadays. Might end up falling over, bruising themselves. True. Right. It's 22:11 in the evening for anybody who's not in England. And Ben Varley, Mark, tell us more about your childhood and family. Genuinely interested to know what made you who you are. Well, yeah, well, that's different. It's. Well, I don't want to put too much of a downer on this. It's it's. Maybe another time. It's a bit of a the story of my childhood's a bit of a downer. Right. Bates Boyo. Night night Boggy. Great chat. See you next time. Oh, well, thank you very much for keeping law and order. Bates Boyo. Still can't get used to that name. It used to be Bates 87 before, yeah. But anyway, well, thank you for keeping law and order. That was great. Actually, I've got to go as well. Okay. Kevin Jahedin. Tell us, Mark. Oh, Frodo Baggins. Fair play to the mods. I was the original back in the day. This has been an awesome live chat. Oh, thank you. You must have had a different name, I think, then, than Frodo Baggins. If you were, I don't recall having a moderator with that name, but you must have changed it. Barry Bong is going to watch a movie tonight. Any recommendations? Well, I've actually seen it before, but I went to the shop and I bought. Yeah, well, I watched this a while back. It's very good to get this. There you go. Animal Factory. That's Furlong from the Terminator. That's Willem Dafoe. And I got this at 50p. There you go. From the CEX shop. You get a lot they've got racks of 50 pence movies. And all that. Okay. Peter B, thanks for the comment, Frodo, and all the True Mark supporters. Indeed, yeah. Thank you to everybody who stuck with the channel, even though it hasn't been popular, the Halloween face paint. A lot of people have been quick to judge and to throw in the derogatory comments, to jump ship and join the haters, or just don't show up at all. Some people, there's been a few. In fact, it was disappointing. Again, I get disappointed. I was watching somebody's video. All right. I won't mention the name, but somebody's video, and somebody wrote to that person and said, "What do you think about Mark's remarks, face painting?" And this person was like, "Oh," and you could see straight away, right? Get some distance between me and that. Okay, you could see it in their mannerism and the way they were talking. Basically saying, no, well, listen, you won't see any of that here. It's not my, just you're doing everything you could to keep the distance, rather than just say, like I would, if I was in the looking at somebody else's in the position, I'd say, well, I'm sure there's a good reason. Why don't you ask them? But no, this person had to do everything they could to keep the distance. Saying, basically, they were saying, I don't agree with what he's doing. I have absolutely no affiliation with him. Anything that he does is in no connection with me. He's doing everything to fucking make that very clear. You know, and I'm thinking, for Christ's sakes, you know, just, you know, anyway, so that was a bit of a shame. See, because I'm not like that, you know. If one of the people I watch regularly, who I liked, you know, not just watch, but and they were doing something a little bit out of the ordinary, and somebody said to me, "What do you think they're doing?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. You know, give them a chance. You know, let them. You know, I'm sure they'll tell us about it sooner or later." But to say no, 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 I want absolutely nothing to do with this. Don't even ask me because I don't want any of that stuff rubbing off on me. No, I'm not really, I don't really go for that. Ah, Frodo Baggins. Mark, I'm Dan the Man, your original patron. Right, okay. Frodo Baggins is Dan the Man. Been hard times recently, but will be resubscribing now things have improved. You mean you unsubscribed? The now that things of it, what you unsubscribe or because of the thing and the controversy that people are having? I don't know. Patriots. Well, Milton Keynes. I don't know about, but maybe. You know, I just, you know, I did it because I wanted to. Partly because I wanted, partly to. There you go, my tattoo there. But partly because of the amount of hatred I was getting. I figure, fuck them. If they're giving me that much hate, I'll just keep on doing it. You know, let them burn themselves out. Uh, okay. Anyway, right, since the early days. Barry Bong. I've been here since the early days of Sainsbury's Basic Crispy reviews. Oh, that was a while back. Forget the haters, Mark. Wear a turban. Turban next time. That will show them. Yeah, actually, yeah, I could wear the face paint and a. No, I've got. I'll put a towel around my head. Capability Brown. You're a lighthouse. You're a lighthouse in a sea of confusion. That's very poetic. Thank you. Uh, the troll says, if you give in, you let them win. Absolutely. Which is why I don't ever apologize like these politicians and these actors and these television celebs do. I don't apologize. And if I stopped what I was doing because people whinge, then they win. So fuck them. I just kept on doing it. Frodo Baggins, no, didn't unsubscribe, mate. Couldn't afford the monthly £15 a month. Don't. Oh, I see. What? Well, 15. Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, okay. Well, that means no. He's saying about the going to restart the donation. Well, if that's perfectly fine. Thank you very much, Frodo Baggins. No, I didn't. You know. No, that's very generous of you. If you wanted to do that, it's marvelous. Uh, Peter B still here. Am I thinking of somebody else? I thought you was going to Betty Boys. Must be thinking. Yeah, Nat Man hide, put a towel on your head to show the haters. Ability Brown. Roses are red, violets are blue. I want to eat a ginsters sitting next to you. Oh, but yeah, hey, you should send that in. Maybe they'll use that as a advertisement logo or something. Yeah, actually, ginsters. Some of their pies are not bad. They do pasties. You know, I like their cheeky ones. Billy the Hat. Mark, can you come outside? Someone just scratched your car. Uh, Nathan John, Mark, will you do a live review of my video on my channel? I don't know how to do that. Actually, have something playing with me in the corner. I haven't worked. There's one channel I watch sometimes, Mr. H. He does film reviews and stuff. There's him in the corner, and then there's also that he's scrolling up and down the internet. Looking. I don't know how to do any of that. Ben Varney, Mark, don't go. You still have plenty of people watching, and the night is still young. Well, unfortunately, I'm not young. I'm going to have to, well, mind you, I've got a few hours before I'll probably go to bed. Mark, Kenneth, Mark, what celebrity do you hate the most? The effeminate ones. That's what they really fucking wind me up. Those little celebs that run around like little pufters, because they act all feminine and shit. The celebs that stand up and say, "I'm sorry for what I said. I didn't mean it. I was out of my mind, and I'm sorry. Please forget." Fuck that. They're the ones I hate as well. Sometimes I'm thinking to myself, have some fucking self-respect. I say that all the time. When we get on the subject at work and that, about these, about that that French Canadian bloke, Trudeau, about the blackface, have some self-respect. You did it. Don't apologize for it, especially not fucking 20 years later. And also, none of them have worked out. You look at all the celebs that have done that. All right, they've made a comment. My nose is blocked. They've made some comment. A celebrity, a comedian, a politician. They've made a comment. The snowflakes have called them out. We demand you apologize. And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It was a mistake." Their career is fucked after that. It is. How many people have come back from an apology that they've done? How many people have carried on there? What they do, because what happens is when they make an apology, it's an admission of guilt, which not that they're guilty of much anything, they're guilty of making a mistake. Yeah, who cares? But it's an admission of guilt. It's like, yes, I did wrong, and I'm, their career is sunk because the haters do not look at this apology. Okay. The guy's sorry. He made a mistake. He's sorry. He won't do it again. No, it's right. Let's get him some more. It's like, no. So to answer that question, the celebs who stand up and apologize for shit that they were doing 20 years ago or years or for something that they said, it's they're the ones that I dislike. Just stand up, fucking have some respect for yourself, show some guts. You don't see me apologizing if I fuck all that I say. I've said before, if I make a mistake, I've been known to I don't know about apologize, but I've been known to say I was wrong. Okay, you were right. I was wrong. I lost my mind. I fucking lost my marbles for a minute. Never apologize, Mark. It's a sign of weakness from Milton. Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, if I am absolutely wrong, I made a mistake. Quite often, I will stand up and say so. But no, anything I say on any of the subjects, the foreigners, the politics, the queers, the gays, the trannies, the transsexual, any of those fucking fruitcakes, I absolutely know. I stand by everything. And in the Halloween face paint, there are a lot of people who are hating on that because they're saying it's a racial thing. No, I apologize for not. Barry Bong, this is the coward's country these days. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we have, as a country, we have, like we were talking, the subject came up the last week about stereotypes. What stereotypes do I, you got, of course, you got your Germans. The stereotype is that they don't have any sense of humor. Stereotypes of the Jewish, that they're tight. Stereotype of the Scottish, that they're skinflints, all this. The stereotype of England with all other countries, and it's been mocked in movies. They've done it as a mockery, as a source of entertainment, where England, we always apologize. It's like I've told a story about when I was in the pound shop. I saw a guy fucking trip over somebody's pram, and he apologized to the woman for falling over the pram. I was on the bus and I saw a woman walking down the aisle. She tripped over this kid's fucking leg who was in the aisle, fell, not fell, but tripped into the support bar that's, on the bus. She apologized to him for falling over his leg. We are a nation of, if we apologize for everything. It's not our fault. It's some other bastard's fault, but we'll apologize because we were daft enough to mistakenly fall over somebody, while they were laid out on the floor, but yeah, we are a country of, airy fairy apologizers. And I, for one, am sick of it, And of course, you grow up with that mentality. Well, say you're sorry, when you, say you're sorry for stuff, and as the years go by, and that's where these millennials and the snowflakes all come in, because we're taught to apologize for stuff that we got no business being sorry for, and then each generation it gets worse and worse and worse, and then we end up with what we're with now. And of course, when nobody pulls these people up on it, when I was growing up, when I was coming up in the warehouses, we never went to the manager's office. The manager's office was the last place you went to complain about something. Now it's the first place you go. I've actually been pulled in the office. Not recently, not in the job I'm in, but in previous jobs. I've been called in and they said, Mark, we've had a report that you did. Well, what? This is the fucking first time I'm hearing about it. What the fuck? The person who's had the problem didn't come to me. They went straight to the manager. And of course, the first I get to hear about it is when I'm there trying to explain explain myself away, But yeah, we're just a country of airy fairy fucking fairies, Game video help 2211 casual racism. Well, the thing is, I don't know whether that's directed at me, that comment, but I'll tell you that everybody has casual racism. Everybody's at no, I don't have a racist bone in my body. Fuck off. Everybody does, well, these other people I dislike as well is when they say something, trying to explain this without landing somebody in it, but when they say, this person's, these, he's this person over there, say for example, he's gay, but no, I'm not saying anything wrong with that. Like that. You think, oh, for fuck's sakes, just fucking make it think. What they're saying, I feel, there was when they said, nothing wrong with that. No, I'm just saying, there was a Jim Norton, what he used to do when he was on the TV shows, and he was arguing with somebody over the television there. They would be going, how dare this person do this? What were they doing? The disrespect. And he'd be like saying, yeah, okay, you're a good person. We get it. Okay. That's what these people are doing. Hey, I don't have a problem with them. No, like this. They're saying, it's like, yeah, you're a good person. We get what you're saying. Move on. Those people, Oh, Nat says I'm treading on thin ice. Well, I disagree. I'm just speaking my mind. If you know, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to speak my mind. You know, uh, it's not like I'm in a position of authority where I get to make the rules or make the laws. That'd be a problem with someone like me doing that, probably. But yeah, I'm just a guy showing my opinion, and I don't believe that I am on thin ice. I believe that I'm allowed to say what I like, and I say what I like. You know, Jack Lewis, what food reviews do you plan to do next week? Well, that's the thing. I don't plan much of anything. Quite a lot of the time, I go in and start. Sometimes I'll think, right, okay. Actually, no, I don't even think that much. Actually, what I do, sometimes I'll think, all right, well, I haven't done Jesus, look at that. I haven't done a pasta dish for a while. Yeah, I'll make one of those. Or sometimes it could be, okay, well, I've got some chicken in the freezer. What can I do with that? Let's make a stir fry. Okay, make a chicken stir fry. Or chicken curry. Or chicken pasta. Or something else. That's about as far as I plan. I just find something in the that I've got something to use, and I invent a dish to use it up with. I don't really sort of plan something. Missed a few comments there. Billy the Hat, Mark, there is a big spider on the wall behind you. Right. Nope. Although I had a big spider in here last week. I was a big bastard. Just as big as your hand, but there was a big. Okay. Gliv Glove. Oh, I haven't seen your name for a while. There's memes of Lego Yoda riding a tractor running over minorities. Thoughts? Well, I haven't seen it. Not really a big fan of the Lego. I never really was, even when I was young. But they're a bastard when you step on them. It's just, yeah. I'm not really a fan of Lego. I want to have played with Lego, but Yeah, not a troll. Speak your mind, Mark. That's why we are here. Absolutely. If you want mamby-pamby talk, sort of politically correct talk, I'll mind what I say because I don't want to offend anybody talk. You're in the wrong place. You want the other channel, Then no, this is where you get the truth, the whole truth, and the truth as I see it. That's what you get here. Yeah. No, I mean that's what If you want good wholesome, see the thing is, if you want wholesome, go on my cookery channel, right? If you want how the world works with no flowery dialogue, very little concern for. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't go out my way to hurt people's feelings or annoy people. It's not deliberately do it. It just comes naturally. It's just something I'm able to do. Just as it's a gift. But if I don't really have too much regard for people who are easily offended. I don't think about, oh, should I say that? Might dad? No, fuck them. Sam Bryden. Oh yeah, I recognise your name. Bit of a you've been sending some awkward comments, I believe, earlier. Mark, if you are so for free speech, why are you deleting comments of your videos? Right. Okay. Well, I'll explain that again. I've explained it a few times, but for anybody who hasn't heard, yes, I am in favour of free speech. However, I should be allowed to say what I want, when I want, as the product of free speech. You have the right not to listen to me. You can go elsewhere. You don't have to stay here and listen. And the reverse of that is you have the right to say whatever you want, but I don't. You don't have the right to force me to listen to you. I don't have to listen to what you say. I don't have to read the comments that you send. That's my choice. That's my freedom. You can write what you like, but you can't force me to read it. This, so it goes both ways. I can say what I want, but you don't have to stick around and listen to what I say. That's how that works. Just because you have the freedom to say something doesn't mean that you can impose your will on everybody else and force them to listen. That doesn't work. Okay. And as for deleting comments on my videos, the vast majority, so I'm going to try not to get annoyed here, the vast majority that the comments have come in on my videos, I've left on. Quite a lot of them have been derogatory, semi-hurtful, uh, uh, generally unpolite, but I've left them on. The ones I have deleted have been the especially vicious ones, the ones that require my house to be set on fire with my family in it. Those kind of comments, ones that have no relevance to the video or the subject in hand. These are the ones, the particularly malicious ones. I delete those because they got nothing to do with anything. But a lot of the ones that I've left, I just left. If you want to talk shit, I'll leave those up. It's when you want to get malicious, then they get deleted. Because, like I say, I am under no obligation to read or listen to or comment on or any other thing regarding any comments that I don't like. But out of courtesy to everybody, I will leave the majority of them on. It's only the malicious ones that I will remove. So, whoever that was, Sam Biden, I hope that answers your comments, answers your question. Okay, whoever she hasn't replied back, so I'm guessing that's she's okay with that answer. Jack Lewis, interesting, Mark. I like your way of going about it. Seems to work well. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, it's working so far. That's the thing. One guy wrote, I don't know who it was talking about, slagging me off and, and all this sort of talking about my channel being on its last legs, But the fact of the matter is, people are sticking around, the majority. There's been a few go. They're the ones who jumped ship immediately after the Halloween face paint showed up. But yeah, I'm doing what I'm doing, and people seem to like what I'm doing, and on the most part, they seem to be staying. There's some go, some come in, but it evens out. Let's see. Troll. Not a troll is going to the dentist tomorrow. Billy the Hat, Mark, do you think your look will catch on? That's the thing. The thing is that there are a lot of people who are afraid, and while when I was a kid, this would be perfectly fine. There'd be absolutely no problem. And but of course, in the climate that we have nowadays, people are afraid of getting shouted at, persecuted, verbally abused, whatever else. So I don't know. But that's the thing. It's up to you people out there. You people out, not just you people listening, but everybody out in the country, you keep pandering to the crybabies, the snowflakes, the Me Too movement, the I'm offended on behalf of brigade. You keep pandering to them, they get more power. See, the thing is, that's the thing about the thing. When I started putting the with the makeup here, I actually thought that, okay, I'm going to get some flack for it off the the do-gooders, but the people who are sick and tired of the politically correctness of the country will stand up and say, and at least do the thumbs up, put in the comments, Mark, you're doing a great job. A lot of people did, but you're doing a great job. You're standing up to the snowflakes. And the snowflakes will disappear, which didn't quite. So I'm reading the and the snowflakes and all the crybabies will disappear. That didn't happen. So what it is, it's and the thing is, because there are more of us than there are of them. The crybabies, the snowflakes, there's less of them, but they make more noise. You see, there's way more of us who are saying we're fucking sick of these, these politically correct bunch. There's more of us, but we don't vocalize. We don't stand up and say, yeah, you know what? Fuck them. You do your face paint. You say what you want. You do your live stream, and you stay silent and let this small number of troublemakers have a loud voice. And you've only got to, for proof of that, you've only got to see the thumbs down on all the face painted videos I've got, the severity of the comments. They're a small group, but they have a loud voice, and nobody shuts them down. That's why they have. That's why I'm not certain it'll catch on, because people are afraid of this small group. And I'm standing there saying, "Fuck them." They don't control. They don't have policy. They don't dictate how I. Because with the very first video I did, they were up there and they were saying, "Oh yeah, Mark, you big racist," and all that lot. I was only going to do one video, and it's because of all the hate and all the lashback that I got, which is why I did another one. I got more hate. I did another one. I got even more hate. And I said, fuck them. I'll do another one. And I will do another one and another one until the hate subsides. I can't do it all myself, but I'm getting a little bit of help from some of the viewers who are stepping up and saying, no, Mark's doing a great job, and giving the haters what for. But until we all stand up, these people will carry on with their loud noise. And it doesn't take much either, because I've like I said before, I've noticed some of the some subs, leaving. And it's because they, once these little group of troublemakers start saying, "Oh yeah, you're a Nazi, you're a racist, you siding with Mark," that's it. Oh yeah, I'm off. I don't want any trouble. No, just stand up and start giving it back. Do what I do. I was like, "Fuck you," I'll do what I like. That's that's what if you ever just do what Mark would do, That's anyway. Jack Lewis, Mark speaks his mind and is a legend. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just speak my mind. I'm not interested in people who are easily offended. I don't want to hear it. Mark Smith, I'd rather watch Mark than blooming X Factor. I must admit, yeah, there's a lot of things I'd like to do other than X Factor. I'll watch that show, geez. But yeah, thank you for being with us, Mark Smith. Not a troll says, yeah, Mark is right Mark is right on this point, and many more. Indeed. If you don't like it, like their opinion, and fuck off. Yep, that's exactly what I've told people. That's it. Because in the previous live streams and all that lot, a lot of haters will come on telling me, "Oh yeah, you're a racist, you're a bad person, you're a fucking scumbag." And I would say, well, you're under no obligation to stick around. There's 100 million other channels out there you can watch, but they'll still stay and say, "Oh, I hate you, I hate you." Yeah, nobody's under any obligation to stick around. I mean, it'd be great if you did, but don't stick around and tell me that you hate what I'm doing. Just what's the point of that? But no, everybody else who wants to stay and listen to me rambling and putting the world right, that's all good stuff. Welcome. Nat Man Hyde, Mark, say the N word. Okay, well, I think I'm going to say the N word. In fact, that's something I never say actually. The N word. It's like people say, "Oh, the C word." Oh no, just say the word. The N word. That's a thing that the television. See what it is. It's who was it? There's another comedian. He says, I think it was Bill Burr. He says the N word. It's a crafty way that white people have got around saying it, saying the hold on, I'm gonna. All right, actually, well, all right. Here we go. Here's an example because I think you want me to say it because it sounds controversial. But yeah, I think it's not a word that I use often, but in a context of a sentence, you're looking for me the word to say. Mark, say the N word, meaning nigger. Okay. One of the comedians said that it's what it is. It's white people's has found a way to say nigger without saying the word nigger. I think it was Louis C.K. actually. He's like by saying the N word. It's like everybody knows what word you're actually saying, but you found a way to say it without saying it. So. Hello to Becky. She loves you. That's from Ben Varney. Say hello to Becky. Hello, Becky. Lee Merton, have you watched the new Breaking Bad movie yet? No. Apparently, see, all the good stuff is going onto Netflix. Fucking bastards. And what the fuck? I mean, I don't pay for I don't have a team working television, right? I don't pay for a license. But when I did, I know that you got to. Last time I looked, it was like 150 odd quid for a TV license, and what you could do is have you could have a free box, but to have a free box, you still need a TV license. It's a fucking waste. Now it's Netflix, so I don't know what the deal is with Netflix. I mean, I believe it's a monthly subscription deal, but do you need a TV license as well as paying for Netflix? So you're paying twice, you're paying two, Sam, okay, you guys should start a political party and call it ASP, Anti-Snowflake Party. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play silly. Okay, does anybody know if Mark still has a PO box? No, at the moment, no, because what it was a few months ago, it expired, and I let that was when I was paying for one up at a proper PO box place. That's quite expensive. That was like £25 a month. That expired. I thought, right, I'll give it a break for a few months, let people sort of settle down and all that lot. What I did, I went to a shop a couple of days ago. I think it was yesterday, a couple of days ago or something. I made inquiries. I try to get. It's difficult as hell to get a hold of the boss because all the staff are thinking they look at you like with suspicion, like you're going to fucking deport them or something, Anyway, so they're in there. They won't give you a straight answer, and apparently the boss says no, he doesn't want to do it, which I think is fucking crazy because he actually does a system. It's a corner shop, right? He actually has a thing where you know that Hermes parcel, people can take their parcels in, leave them with a shop, and then the Hermes guy comes along, collects all the parcels, takes them away, and all that lot. So they do that, And all I went, I was trying to get them, trying to get them to agree to just have a small corner of a shelf where my mail will go, and I'll collect it every couple of days. No, give you some money tax free every month, or pay 3 months in advance, that kind of thing. Wouldn't go for it, some kind of, what kind of fucking businessman turns away money like that for something that they do already, pretty much, Fucking stupid fuckers, Bates Boyo. Not at the minute. Yeah, I remember saying you're going to do one in the future. Yeah, I was holding off because I wanted to give give it time for people to sort of finish the PO box. I'm going to try and start with a local shop. That hasn't worked out. So I might do another one with the PO box people. I actually asked the PO box people. I said, look, my PO box. I've got a 3-month contract. My PO box finishes in 2 weeks. Do you want to allow me a free PO box for the use of? And I will shout out your address, your company every time I point to the address. Okay, send your postcards here. And by the way, if you ever want a PO box, then this company will be able to help you out. Free publicity. Give them a shout out every single time. I wouldn't go for it. What the fuck are you going to do to try and get a fucking some free shit? Because all right. Because on the one hand, they might be thinking, well, yeah, but I'm losing £25 a month. Well, no, you're not, because if I'm not fucking giving you £25 a month, you're not making £25 a month. Just let me have one. There's bound to be one you could spare on a permanent basis that you're not ever going to rent out. Plus, you get free shout outs every time I do a video. Right, here we go. Here's the address. Allied Air Power. What's his? Nathan John. Can you check out my video while streaming, please? I don't know how to check out a video while I'm streaming. I've seen people have their image in the corner while they're doing other stuff with a full screen over here. I don't know how to do that. You got to remember, I don't know shit about nothing. I can load videos. That's because somebody read the manual on the camera and showed me how to do it. It's really not I don't know how to do none of that. Lee Merton, yeah, Christmas dinner and a pie. Absolutely. When I first let's see, I've done July. I think I've done 2 Christmases since I've owned my channel. I'm reading something. What was it? Christmas Day? Yeah. The very first Christmas was after I got the channel. I did a Christmas dinner in a pie. I might do that again because that was really good. Let me tell you, it was great because you know when you haven't got to piss around with you got your meat, you got your potatoes, you got your 5 different vegetables, everything's trying to cook at the same time. You just cook everything, let it go cold, stuff it into a pie, throw it in the oven. You got everything in a square block. Oh, it was really. If anybody's interested, just type in Mark's and Mark's Christmas dinner in a pie. I think I did part 1, part 2, and yeah, I could do another one of those because that was really good. Because what's the thing, right? You've got Christmas dinner on a big plate, or you've got the same stuff in a pie. It's all good. And since then, I got I went to the charity shop and I got a big baking tray. So instead of doing a small Christmas pie, well, fairly big one, I cut it in half, had one for dinner and the other half for breakfast this morning. I could do a huge pie. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, I could probably do that. I could do that, I think. Uh, Keith, Mark, is that face paint not irritating? Well, yeah, it kind of after a while it kind of itches a little bit, but Live Glove, Mark, I got told the other day I couldn't call my coloured friend a bro because it's racist. Fuck. See, that's what I mean. We're getting told that every word is racist, whether it is or not, and people let it slide. And then of course, what happens is if you let that slide, 2 weeks from now they'll be thinking, oh shit, all right, well, that's another word we got banned. Right, we've got to think of a new one now. They need something to be outraged about. But no, if you just pull them up, say no, it's not racist, so fuck you. That's why we got so many words. We can't say, I don't know, can't say coloured. We can't say like say bro. There's so many words that we're getting outlawed now. It's because nobody stands up and says, well, you're full of shit. You can't be banning all these. These words are not. Kenneth, have you ever considered a Marks and Marks Discord server allows you to speak to fans over voice chat? Well, I'll tell you, I'll if I can find somebody who show me how to do that, I could probably give that a go. Not a Troll says there are two types of people: racists and liars. Yeah, well, I tell you, because I mean, all these people who say no, I don't have a racist bone in my stop it. See what it is. People call it racists because that's the new buzzword, but basically what it is. What's the word? I lost what the fucking word was. Then it's mid sentence. Prejudice. Everybody has prejudice against other cultures, other people, other civilizations. We call it racist because that's the new buzzword, but it is prejudiced. And everybody is prejudiced. What the fuck are you, a robot? No, everybody, even the ones who say no, I don't have a racist bone in my fuck off. Everybody is, prejudice. I mean, prejudice. Everybody. How many people have you heard to say, no, I don't have a racist bone? Oh, bloody women drivers. Yeah, that's what it is. It's prejudiced against that category of people. The bloody, like bloody Indians or whatever, it's prejudiced against us, a certain type of people because Jesus Christ, I don't. I'm trying to read and trying to. Yeah. Anyway, so everybody is prejudiced. Prime Minister. Anyway, all right, it's 11:30. Oh, Jesus, look at that. I've been gone for 3 hours and 8 seconds. Okay. Listen, it's a shame I'm going to have to go because I'm going to have to wash this off and get ready for the morrow. What's this? Glive glove. Is it okay to call a Chinese takeaway a chinky, Mark? I got punched in Greg's for saying that. Well, that's why sometimes that's why I carry a. Well, I was going to say I carry a variety of different weapons for just such an occasion. But that's why No, yeah. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, personally, chinks is fine. I get called up all the time for racist, racist. Oh, fuck off, just. But see, what you can't do is if somebody, if that's true, somebody punched you in Greg's for saying that. What they can't do is assault you because they disagree with what you said. That's something they can't do. But yeah, you can, Okay. Ben Varley, Mark, don't go. You are the life and soul of this channel. Well, actually, sometimes I'm amazed that people actually stick around and listen so long to me. Listen to what I say. I remember when I first started the channel. It took a long time before I started doing live streams, but yeah, it was amazing because it took a while for the channel to sort of progress. Could it itch here? Look at that, paint comes off every time. But yeah, but of course it's like when I was training. The person doing the training doesn't see in the mirror what everybody else sees. It's the same with this. I do my thing. I do my cookery. I do the live streams. I don't see what you people see. Because I think sometimes, would I sit here and watch this guy talk with his black face, but just talk about the things he does talk about? Is it that interesting? I thank you everybody for joining the channel, and taking part. But I'm amazed sometimes about the numbers who actually do watch the channel. Oh dear. Big Dave, thoughts on gollywogs? Yeah, perfectly fine. When I was a kid, I mean, gollywogs have been around for a long time, but when I was a kid, the Robinson's Jam used the gollywog logo. Of course, then the politically correct motherfuckers showed up, and then they took that off the labels. But gollywogs, fine, I don't know what the problem is with gollywogs. I think it's the fact that you've got a little black doll. I guess you can buy white dolls. You can buy all kinds of shades of coloured dolls. So I mean, I don't know what the problem is with black dolls. Possibly because of the word "wogs" in there. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, gollywogs is fine. Ben Varley, Ben Varley, you are a very interesting person, Mark. That's why we watch. Oh, thanks. Yeah, just tell it like it is. Yeah, I mean, like I say, if you want varnished, clean cut, wholesome, you're in the wrong place. I have I'm kind of proud that I'm consider myself proud to be old school. I have very little politically correctness in me. Don't get me wrong, I don't go out of my way to hurt people or but I have very little concern with upsetting people who go out and deliberately get offended over not, and I'm not interested in keeping them happy. Not a troll says my nan's got 2 wog dolls. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I've seen on YouTube. I mean, admittedly, you don't see them very often, but you can buy little badges, Gollywog badges. At one time, Robinson's Jam used to have it on the label. They used to do promotions, collect up 12 can tops and bottle tops, and get a doll, this kind of thing. Once handmade, yep. Oh, Naz050, welcome to you. In fact, I've got to go shortly, so you're just in time. Mark, you are very inspirational and entertaining to watch. You are able to make an Indian curry. Jump from one subject to another. I was plus my eyes are going. All this vodka I've been drinking. Are you able to make an Indian curry dish? Possibly. I mean, I've made a bunch of curries. Basically, see, the thing is, I don't know if it's an Indian curry, Taiwanese curry, Bangladeshi curry, Chinese. Did I say Chinese curry? I don't know. Basically, it's curry. Okay, I get some curry sauce, shop brand curry sauce, the cheapest I can find. Cook the chicken up, throw the cheap ass curry sauce in, throw in some veg, got yourself a vegetable and chicken curry. I don't know about anything about the original the origin of the dish. To me, it's just curry. Chicken and veg in a curry. That's all I'm looking for. Robbie Drummond, you don't go out of your way to be politically correct, but you're here on YouTube doing blackface for literally no reason. You don't go out of your way to be politically correct, but well, actually, no. You're here on YouTube doing blackface for literally no reason. Well, literally no reason. No, that's incorrect. I'm not literally doing it for no reason. In your opinion, I'm doing it for no reason would be a little bit more correct, I think. But no. So for that reason, yeah. So in your opinion, there's no reason. But like I say, there is a reason, because look at the date. It is the 12th of October. We're in Halloween month. So there's your reason. It is a Halloween face paint mask. So literally no reason would be incorrect. Kenneth, Mark, you've just set up a Mark's Remarks Discord server for you. Oh, thank you very much. I'll see if I can get that, see if I can figure out how that works once I'm done here. Ben Varley, you should get some speed and do another 8-hour live stream again one night. Actually, that would be, I accidentally deleted it though. My very first live stream was 9 hours. Fucking hell. That was, I think that was like 9 in the evening all the way through till 6 in the morning. Oh, it was crazy. But it's so easy, I mean, providing I've got people. I mean, the thing is, sometimes I don't ever run off a script, but there's very few occasions I might have something on my notepad, which more often than not I'll write three things down, three headliners that topics that I want to talk about. more often than not, I never get around to them because I'm dealing with all the questions. It's crazy. But yeah, I can, it's easy. I can just, providing I've got the material to work with, I can talk for hours, which is why I need a job on the radio. You know, uh, although, see, the trouble is with this country, we don't have any radio channels, as far as I can tell, that would cater for good, wholesome, unpolitically correct talk. Which would suit me, unless I get one that's like, 2 a.m. when nobody listens to, except for night shifters. Then, but yeah, that would suit me. Just having people possibly call in, or even better, write in on the emails or something, so I can talk about stuff. But yeah, I find it easy to just to keep on talking. Ben Varley, Mark lives in Speedos, that's why we never see him from the waist down. Yeah, Robbie Drummond. Oh, good. There you go. It's the 12th of October. That explains everything. My bad. Yeah, that's it. It's Halloween month. Ben Simmons. Who is your favorite black celebrity? Ooh, I don't know. The thing is, I don't really watch a whole lot of telly because my telly, is fucked. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of a black celebrity at all that. Let's see. You got Lenny Henry, the old condensed milk. That one. He used to be great on Tiswas. Condensed milk sandwiches. Man, that was funny stuff. Yeah, thinking about it, I mean, there's probably some black film celebs or film stars. I'm trying to think. I'm looking in my collection over here. I don't know. That's the thing. I can't think of any. No, there's bound to be a few, but I can't off the top of my head. Yeah, well, you got Eddie Murphy. Yeah, he hasn't been around for a while. That's from Naz. Not a troll says that black guy from that film. Yeah, I think I know who you might be talking about. Denzel Washington, yeah. Eddie Murphy, Samuel. Oh yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, he's not bad. Yeah, he was in what was it? The Django Django Unchained. His famous line. In fact, I've discussed this on the channel. Who that nigger on that nag? I think was the line. That was it, because I brought that up because I was watching a clip, and the clip was when he's coming down the stairs. Who that nigger on that nag? Somebody wrote in the comments. People write their favorite quote of a scene in the comments, and they wrote, "Who that N on that nag?" And I wrote to them and says, "You don't have to abbreviate a quote. You don't have to moderate or what's the word? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck me! I'm so tired. I can't think. But when he's writing, when he's quoting what he's just heard, but then he's rearranging it to make it politically correct. The scene was who that nigger on that nag. By the time it gets to him writing it, who that N on that nag. You know. But that's his favorite. That's my favorite line, I think, from him. You know, because he's playing that old guy, crotchety old guy. Who that nigger on that nag. Robbie Drummond, bring back Joanna as a moderator. Well, that's great, but she doesn't want to be one, you know. Robbie Drummond, this all feels strange. What feels strange? I don't know what that means. What you mean by that? Censor, that's the word. Yeah, when this guy was he's censoring a quote, which is fucking ridiculous. You don't censor a quote. That's what a quote is. You're writing exactly. You're quoting what the person said. You don't moderate or censor a quote. Everybody wants Joanna back. Well, she doesn't. Well, yeah, she's welcome back. She just doesn't want to be a moderator. That's all. Let's see. Oh, Will Smith. Yeah, okay. Well, no, I don't really sort of go for Will Smith as an actor, especially not his cheesy ass acting son either. Jaden, fucking hell, that kid needs a slap. No, I'm not big on Will Smith. You know, if he's about in a movie, great. You know, but no, I'm not. You know, I don't go out of my way to look for the latest Will Smith movie. Live Glove. Did you ever play Cooking Mama for DS? No, I don't know what that is. Favorite black author from Ben Simmons there. Well, that's the thing. I've read a bunch of books. I usually go for fiction books, although no, I wouldn't say mainly. But if there's a subject that I like, say learning about how to say chickens, homesteading, they're factual, or you know, Ray Mears. I've read his book. They're factual, so I like reading those. But I also like reading fiction. You know, I like reading, you know, sort of, James Bondy type action books, you know, kind of thing. But I don't have a favorite author, and I don't know about their ethnicity because they don't always have a photograph of them in the book, so I wouldn't know whether they're black or white. Okay, Morgan Freeman. Yeah, Morgan Freeman. Okay. Oh, actually, McDonald's favorite breakfast. I haven't eaten their breakfast in a long time. I'm not up early enough, you know. Um, yeah, I do. I like their pancakes. Trouble is, you don't get many of them. You know, if you want a lot of them, you got to buy like 2 or 3 fucking pancake breakfasts and stick them all in the. I do like their big breakfast. They're pretty good. Uh, Okay. Actually, some good questions. Listen, I've been going for coming up on 3 hours 20. All right, I'm gonna go. I've got to wash this off. I've got to get ready for work. Okay, everybody, you've got about 15 seconds to hit the thumbs up. If you, like I say before, if you want to help the channel, you can help by doing the very minimal, is allowing the adverts to play. Tell your friends. If you want to put this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, any other channel, by all means. Not necessarily this, but some of the cooking videos, they're shorter and easier to watch. That'd be great if anybody to put the right. Lots of comments coming in. Would you eat a dog if in China? Yeah, possibly. Yeah. I mean, I've eaten. Well, see, the thing is, it's just an animal. I've eaten goat, or goat ribs. I mean, anyway. But yeah, it's just we have a phobia about it in this country because we look at them as part of the family. Where in China, they look at them as being part of the menu. But yeah, I would. I've had a chance to. I went to Spain to do the bull runs, and we got served up some squid. Not squid. All the legs were tucked into the bottom. Fucking never even. I didn't even go for that. But no, I draw the line there. Anyway, thumbs up. Yeah, anybody want to go onto the channels and promote the channel? Send a cookery video out there into Facebook and all that lot. Yeah, watch the adverts, and that is about it. Big thank you to Peter B for keeping law and order, and thank you to everybody who's taken part and who's stuck around with the channel even through all the hatred and all the rest of it. Alrighty, and yeah, they're actually, yeah, I'll do an explanation video regarding the face paint, but pretty much I made them, I've explained some of it already. Okay, all right. Well, thank you everybody, and good night.